Entering the Mayo Experience.
Mayo Experience. Mayo Experience. Mayo Experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, presented by Underdog. If you haven't noticed, in the Underdog draft lobby right now, the rake-free Pat Mayo Experience major-only best ball drafts have started. There's no rake. There's $20K guaranteed in the prize pool. Use code Mayo. Get yourself that deposit bonus of up to $1,000, and draft with those. And hopefully you'll win some money. All right, players, Cut Sweat Live. Let's bring in the entire team. Breaking this down with me, Kenny Kim is on the line, Byron Lindeque is on the line, and Larry, a.k.a. Tom and Marty's, is joining us. Larry, your first time on one of these things?
First time ever, and to be doing it on the OG of all of golf betting Twitter, Mayo, is beyond an honor. So thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad we were able to sync up feeds. Right now, someone, that was like Alex Smalley just chipping in if you're trying to position yourself where we're at. Kenny, I know that you're up to it. Byron, how many minutes are you behind? 8?
I'm like half an hour behind, but I've got the Twitter feed up. I'm going to be using these trackers, trying to figure it out. It's going to be a great time. We got some twisted teas. All's good. All
right. Well, we want to hear from you guys, both in the YouTube comment section. This is streaming live on X as well. If you see this on X right now, I'm still doing that $500 or the $200 giveaway for X. If you can go retweet this show around right now, that would be great. What are we looking at for the cut line right now? I'm using the Fantasy National app. You can get that if you're a member at Fantasy National. It's looking like even or -1. Byron's going to be the cut.
Yeah, it's looking more like -1, but man, I will sell a lot of body parts and half of my soul if we can get to even, because I've got a lot of guys floating around that even mark.
Who do you got at even right now?
Justin Rose. And I should not have committed as much funding to Justin Rose as I did this week, but here we are. So it's go time.
Kenny, you pumped Michael Kim's making a run at the cut line? He's at even too.
I mean, no, because I didn't roster him. So
wasn't he your cash game cornerstone?
No, hell no. I have Domin as one of my cash game cornerstones, and he is the one that's moving up. He's inside the cut as of now. My other 3 guys are already in. So looking good on that. I would like the cut to be whatever Joel Domin finishes at. Basically, I don't want JT to make it. I don't want Oberg to make it. I don't want Decky to make it. I don't want none of them to make it because I didn't roster any of them.
Well, Justin Thomas is putting for eagle upcoming on number 2.
Mm-hmm.
He just got there in 2.
It looks like he's going to make it, but you never know with JT. He could do some stupid ass shit like he did yesterday. Randomly, you never know, especially at this course. With all the water, one bad swing, back down underneath the cut. I'm hoping the cut stays at -1.
Larry, do you have anyone in the outright market sniffing the leaderboard?
I have Colin. He's my top of the board guy. And interestingly enough, JT Poston, I just did a taste. But then when he was 600 to 1, I did another big taste. And then he was 1,000 to 1. So he's making a move here. He's -4 for the day. So if he can get up to like 6 or 7, all of a sudden I'm going to have a pretty exciting weekend. And then Steve Wu, that fuck. But that's besides the point.
Byron, right now, taking a look at it, where would you want your guys? Obviously, you want your guys to be in the lead. But where would you feel comfortable knowing that the wind is coming tomorrow? There's elements in play on Sunday, be it wind and rain. Where do you think is a realistic spot to come back from right now?
Yeah, I think if you can get to like -4, -3 is probably pushing it a smidge. The boys at the top are really going to have to struggle. But again, it's like Minwoo Lee, JJ Spahn, Akshay. I don't know how much of a closers those 3 are. And then we've got Colin and Tommy sit. I know Kenny's 3 boys are up top there, messing around, flirting with the lead, never ever trying to get into it. But I think -3 is probably where I'd want to be here. It's what's that? 8 back of the leaders. With this weather, you never know. You could shoot a quick little 64, 63 tomorrow morning, and if they play them off in the same tee, it could be fun in the afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably want if JT sneaks. Let's say JT sneaks through at like -1, -2. I don't know if it's going to set up like we thought it was earlier on in the week, where the guys who are out early on Saturday morning are going to get the best of it. It just looks super windy all day now. But couldn't you see him posting like another 7 under tomorrow? And it's like, oh yeah, Justin Thomas is in the second to last group.
I mean, I call Justin Thomas a dog, but not because he's a dog, but he's a bone chaser. He needs that bone just to like be in front of him, to just always have a target to kind of hunt down. And that's how he won the PGA Championship. That's how he won the Players, is like from a million behind. So if he makes the cut, he's an absolute live ad at whatever odds. I'll take a peek at what his odds are. Right.
Oh, well, I know what his odds. I had his odds up here a second because I was thinking about backing him again, Larry. What do you think his odds are?
Wait,
Like
what's that?
What do you think Justin Thomas's odds are right now, being an even, not even inside the cut line?
He's always a little bit over bet, so I'm going to put him at 60 to 1 and don't touch it. Oh wait, no, he's an even. Oh no, okay, no, he's got to be 200 then.
He's 350. He's 500 to 1 for win only. 350 to 1, Kenny, for top 4 each way.
Yeah, I mean, it can happen here, especially with these elite guys. Last year, I hit Scheffler after Friday. I think he was 8 back, and I hit him 28 to 1. Of course, that's Scheffler. A little bit different. That was a nice little win last year. I mean, I don't think JT's on the level. I think he's got to get closer.
Oh, he just made a 15-footer for birdie. He's now 1 under.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, 350 to 1 seems.
I'm in 350 to 1 with the each way. Just come inside the top 4.
Oh,
JT.
good Lord.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
That is so Justin Thomas, though.
It's so predictable in that the moment he gets within sniffing distance, the announcers were just slobber over him. And you know, once they go a little too far, bam, that dumbass double bogey will come into play. I mean, he does it every single time.
I bet that when it comes down to it, it's going to be a close call for him to make the cut because he's going to fuck up somewhere here. That's just the way he is. When there's all this trouble, he'll hit some drive in the water and it'll be tight. But I just think it's funny that he's 350 to 1, and I guess he's 10 back now.
He's
And
down to
Scheffler-
200.
He's now 200.
He just dropped to 225 to 1. Ludvig just birdied as well, so he's back to even. After
Well, it's just hilarious that last year I bet Scheffler 28 to 1, and he was 8 strokes back going into Friday, right? I mean, pretty wild. It shows you how good Scheffler is and how much respect he garners in the betting market. But yeah, we'll see.
That's the big difference between him and McIlroy. Like if Sheff was at -9, we'd be miserable right now saying, "Oh, this shit's over." You know what I mean? Waiting for him to outlast everybody else. McIlroy, he's incredible, but you can count on him sometimes to fuck things up. So that's why we're talking about betting guys at -3 and even. We wouldn't be having these conversations if it was Sheff. But I'm still scared of him at -6 or wherever he's at.
To jump in, JT, like Hideki misses birdie putt, and he put it to like 2 feet. What do you think Hideki did, Byron?
He what? I'm trying to bet.
What do you think Hideki did with his 2-foot par putt?
Oh, absolutely. He hit it 4 feet by.
He hit it like 2.5 feet by.
Of course.
So,
what a piece of crap he is as well. I mean, Jesus. I mean, what are the guys that I'm betting on doing these days? I honestly cannot tell you anymore. Like, he's just completely lost his crap. Like, he's pathetic.
Well,
now.
I mean, wasn't he at like 6 over at one point in time, and now he's at even? I think he sort of found his wind. I mean, here the thing about this course is, Byron, you know, there's so much volatility here that anyone can mess up and get way back. I mean, it can happen really, really easy at this course. There's no doubt about it. And so that's why this course is so much fun, because the reason why I enjoy TPC Sawgrass is if you're playing well, you could score well. If you're playing poor, there's no like, you know, you can't make it up. I mean, you still got guys 7 over, 8, 6 over, 5 over that are, you know, really good golfers.
Okay, but I don't know what is going on because I don't have the sound on, but Spieth just hit like a bad 3-wood into the rough, and now he's getting relief for taking a drop in the rough, and no one seems to know what's going on.
I'm seeing the drop right now. I don't know. Maybe
there's a Dicky.
Plugged?
Oh my God, what a putt! Jesus Christ, the Dicky. This is pathetic.
I think he's had at least 2 of those days. Oh, there's Potgeeter. He's up on the screen. Your guy, Larry.
Oh, geez, Byron, man. That was
pull one out.
Potgeeter left some scars on us, man. And you got me on him, and thank you, because you want to know what? I almost hit a 110 to 1 that would have I'd be dining out on Pot Guider for the next 3 years if that son of a gun won. But wow, that was about as bad a beat as you'll ever experience as a golf bettor if you had him. It was just Brian Campbell hitting 40 goddamn trees and then having it bounce out. Me and my brother were actually standing up. We were about ready to hug. I haven't hugged my brother in 40 years, and we were about ready to hug. And then that fucking ball jumped out of the trees. Oh.
So what did you end up doing? Just like staring each other down?
Oh, we're Irish. We don't do any of that stuff.
Okay.
We don't say I love you or any of that shit. So we would have if Pot Guider won.
No, Spieth was able to get it to 10 feet after his drop. He's now putting for birdie because it's Jordan Spieth.
Did you see Spieth hit that left-handed shot out of the pine needles?
When was that? Was that today?
It was earlier. Yeah.
And he hit a provisional because he thought he lost it. And then his provisional, he clearly lost it. So he got lucky finding that ball. He was looking at like a 10.
Yeah. He was looking at a 10 and had a par putt from the needles, and he hit a lefty with the toe down. It was incredible. He is a left-handed there's I believe.
Shots from the pine needles this week. I mean, you think about Rory's shot yesterday. Minwoo had a really nice one that he got low. I love this course. I love this course. I love this field. I love this tournament. It's just so much fun. And I hope that, the coverage goes to what they've been doing. They've been sort of showing a lot of cut guys here towards the end of Fridays. They started in the fall, and I'm hoping that's how they're going to end this viewing today. But we'll see.
Well, they mentioned it earlier on the broadcast when I was watching the ESPN Plus stream earlier that was one of the big things that they were talking about the cut earlier, and they were kind of right. They were in the ballpark of what the cut may be coming up. They weren't necessarily correct. They were like, oh, well, he's going to even. The cut's currently even. He's probably going to make the cut. It's like, well, that could change. Let's not get crazy here. What's Justin Thomas up to? Seemingly likes it. He's so good when he just doesn't care.
Well, when it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's absolutely the case. By the way, you cannot bet while you're on a Zoom call, apparently. I can't bet on my computer. It says I'm not in a licensed state, and because I'm on Zoom.
I don't think I've ever placed a bet on my computer in my life.
You're gonna say just do it from your phone.
I didn't know you could. To be honest with you, I've
never. Do you not have the app Spire
on my computer before? It's always on my phone.
Yeah, I've never placed a bet on my computer ever in my life.
Ludvig
I thought you needed GPS. My laptop, I wasn't sure had, so I have no idea.
This Ludvig shot's just like, oh no. Okay, and that's okay.
Yeah, I didn't like Oberg this week.
What's that?
I didn't like Oberg this week. On the show this week, I said he was a fade for me.
I said Steven Yeager was a fade. That's going great.
It's going really well.
Oh, here he is putting for birdie. Of course he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeager water,
he'll come back.
Yeah, I mean the reason why I was worried. I mean his like 125 to 175. His iron play just hasn't been like great in the last 4 tournaments. I mean outside of the one that he won, right? And there's so many shots in that range. I just didn't like him this week. And, I knew his ownership was going to be high. And so he was a fade for me. And luckily, I faded JT and Decky. I only make 3 lineups now. So it's easy to fade people. And it's definitely changed the way I think about DFS. I think it's actually helped me toning down the lineup, stop doing the mass multi-entering, just 3 hand-built lineups, and it's been pretty successful in the first 4 or 5 weeks that I've been doing.
I actually quite enjoy, I just enjoy building lineups so much, but I don't care. I know I'm not going to win the $25. I know I'm not probably even going to win the $5. Playing that small $6 with 50 lineups has been pretty profitable for me.
I've been doing a $100 single entry, $33 single entry, and then I put my cash lineup into $12 single entry. So just that's all I've been doing.
I was telling Larry before we came on, although it's not looking so great right now, they take away Wyndham Clark's points from today. Not that he had any, but right now that he WD'd mid-round.
Yeah, I saw that he WD'd. What did he withdraw for? Was it what kind of injury?
He was sick, aka sick of making bogeys.
Yeah, when he made that triple, his body language was like, I quit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's sick of right there. So I respect the quit. I never get angry at guys who quit because I come from a long line of quitters. So,
I'm just looking at it right now, but I'm in this like 22-person qualifier for a $3,000 entry to the Fantasy Golf World Championship, like to get into it. And everyone has a 5 of 6. I thought I was going to be like, I had Poston and Clark. I needed both of them to make it. Poston's playing great. Clark WDs. There's one team down the board who might have a 6 of 6, and it hinges on Rico Hoey and Chan Kim.
What a ride!
I know.
What a ride.
For a qualifier, like how many people are in that? It's got to be the only person that rostered them, right?
Well, there's only 22 people. It's a qualifier for a $3,000 ticket to like the 10-man qualifier. Because in the $3,000 qualifier, Tambo was telling me, I think it's like 12 people. First prize is a ticket into the Fantasy Golf World Championship, but second is still like $4,000. So it'd be like a nice like level up, even if I came second with it. But I'd like to win it. That'd be nice. And it's like it's such a good team, and it's
who's your
Rory,
squad pet? Yeah,
it's Rory, Akshay, Spawn, Pendrith, and Poston,
and Wyndham
and Wyndham Clark.
Oh my god!
Is
that a Budweiser?
Still doing good, isn't he?
What's that?
Posty's. Oh God, okay. He's still -4 for the day, so he's cooled down a little. But Posty's making a run here.
He just Chan Kim's at least 3 over for the day, and he only has 3 holes left, so that's positive at least. Rico Hoey's like chipping in from everywhere.
Yeah, Rico's doing some good stuff.
All right, found his putter.
Hit me, Byron.
Some trivia for you boys. So Justin Thomas lost 5.7 strokes in round 1 yesterday. I just pulled up some stuff from 2017 onwards. What is the best finish in a normal cut event for someone that lost over 5.5 strokes in the first round? And who was it?
Tom Kim at the Wyndham with a win.
Kenny?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay, just give me a position. It's not a win.
T19.
Okay. Larry?
I'm struggling to come up with a guy. So I'm going to take Kenny's answer. I have no fucking clue.
Okay. Nick Taylor at the 2022 Honda Classic finished 16th after losing 5.7 in round 1.
That fits.
So that's the best anyone.
That's the best that I've seen. Yeah. Harris English finished 14th at the Euro, but I think
didn't Justin Thomas lose like 10 strokes with his irons yesterday, or some crazy
9?
It was like crazy, right?
9 ball striking at least, with driver and irons. But what a crazy comeback! What an absolutely crazy comeback today, friend.
He's putting for birdie again right now.
Who is?
Yeah.
Justin Thomas.
Oh yeah.
Hideki also has a birdie putt. Ludvig and Hideki need to like get on their asses here and get to the cut line. They
just need to miss the cut. Go ahead and miss the cut, Ludvig.
I would like
Go ahead and
Ludvig
miss
to
the
not
cut,
miss the
Decky. I would like them to miss the cut. I would like everyone to miss the cut that's playing right now, basically, because I'm good. The only people I need Nick Taylor to make a move. That's it.
Hideki lift out his birdie.
Tell you what, watching Aberg yesterday, he clearly suffered by playing with Decky and JT because those guys were all over the course. They were taking forever, understandably so. And Aberg is a guy, he just likes to stand up over the ball and hit the damn thing. And you can just see him. He was like, can we get on with this shit? So he probably has had the worst pairing you can imagine for his style of play.
I mean, the only thing worse would be like Cantley Harmon, right? Because I mean, JT definitely admitted that he's a slow player, and I never really thought of him as slow. But he had, in the interview or before the tournament, he talks about how he's technically a slower player. So maybe he really is.
And Decky is just because he was looking for his ball. I thought he was going to withdraw. I really did on the front 9 yesterday. He was that bad. So that's Decky. Then he goes God mode and beats Colin Morikawa at the Century and screws me over. But that's besides the point.
Okay. Nobody beats Colin Morikawa apart from Colin Morikawa. Let's just be honest here. He is
JT money 2 under now.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, 2 is
what was he? Is he 7 under for the day? 8 under for the day?
8 under for the day.
8 under.
And he's on 13. Is this like 59 watch?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he would be like if he finished now. He'd have to make 5 more birdies to get to. It's par 72.
Yeah, it would be tough. But I mean, he's 3 in a row, 7, 8 for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 for the day. What a round for him, man.
Yeah, 60 on pace for 60.
Oh, Hideki made his 2-foot comebacker. Congratulations to him. What a hero.
Hey, what a lad.
What's stupid?
Jesus.
So here are the guys on the cut line right now. So the cut's probably going to be -1, right?
Yeah, it's looking pretty likely. Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, there's only 3 guys on the course at the moment who are 1 under. Danny Walker, Davis Thompson, and CT Pan. And they would still, and that's T61. So you'd need to find another 2 guys to fall below the number without anyone else coming up. But there's a bunch of really interesting names at even who are on the course. Like Michael Kim's on 14. He's at even. Nikolai Højgaard, my guy. I'd love to see him get through here. Yeah, he's putting for birdie right now from 20 feet on number 15. He's at even. Ludvig's on even after his back-to-back birdies. Henley's at even. David Skins, not Shirts, but Skins. He's at even. Brian Campbell's at even. Pat Gita is at even because I think he just missed his putt on the short on number 16. So he's going to 17. So all those guys are at even. Then you got like Hideki, Lowry, Hughes, Sungjae, Nick Taylor, Chan Kim, Brian Harmon. Like they're all at 2 and 3. So it's like guys can still rally to make the cut here.
Yeah, Shane Lowry down here, just being a complete loser as well at +1. I mean, opens up with a 38 without a birdie and is like en route to lose 6 strokes putting this week.
But at least he didn't know. Sungjae is all over whoever. I think he's on 18. He's just all over that shot. But Nick Taylor had a birdie-free round yesterday.
Yeah, that's
2 bogeys.
impressive.
Yeah.
What if?
Did you see Siwoo? 15 pars for Siwoo yesterday? That might be the most amazing Siwoo round he's ever played. 15
Look,
pars.
I'm telling you, Siwoo and Sungjae have switched bodies.
Yeah.
Like Siwoo has become the consistent, make the cut every week, pretty good finishes every week. And then you got Sungjae, you got no idea what's coming from him on a week-to-week basis anymore. It's like literally like, what's the Parent Trap or what's the one where they switch the bodies? Like that's what it feels like to me. It's been strange for both of those guys. And I've been all Sungjae for a while. Siwoo is in my cash lineup. So he's working out. And shout out to, in Jesus' name repay, Joel Dahman. He's coming in with six under so far after 13 holes. I was really worried about him yesterday being my lone cash game cornerstone that's going to mess everything up. But he's coming through in the clutch right now. Cash game is 6 for 6, all inside the cut. And the 6 of 6 right now is like 1%, 2%.
Is it really?
It's super low right now. I'm looking at cut sweats right now. I think for the signature, it's 3.9%.
Can we cross our fingers for Sepp's eagle putt on number 11? 38 feet for eagle for Sepp?
I would love that. So would everyone in the world, because he was probably the most bet on golfer this week, right?
Well, I looked at the handle. I don't even think he finished inside the top 10 in terms of handle. It's just everyone we know bet on him.
I bet on him.
I bet on him too.
Yeah.
See, so Kenny, as a good co-host, I'm rooting for you and your guys. But
as a bad co-host, I don't give a fuck about any of your guys.
You see, I just don't know what to do with this. This is now multiple occasions where I've just been no love from my brother. So
no. Hey, you know what? It's gambling. You got to root for your own. That's the way it goes.
I'm the guy who didn't have room for Sepp because I can't stop betting Victor fucking Hovland. So,
oh my God.
Yeah.
I was hoping this might be an intervention today, not a show, where you guys can just call me an idiot for 2 hours and maybe it'd sink in to stop it.
But, you're not the only idiot out there, but I haven't touched him, man. How can you have any faith in Hovland with all the stuff that he goes through and all the differences? It's just he can't get his shit straight. He's too much of a tinkerer. And we all know what tinkering does. We've all played DFS long enough.
I don't even think it's that. I think he's into some crazy shit. And I'm not going to speculate what it is. But we've all
What do you mean, like crazy shit? Like crazy, like off the course, like wild sex stuff, or like what?
Brewing, dark magic. I don't know. He's a weird guy. If you have the music he listens to is like straight up nuts. It's like Norwegian death metal. So I don't know what crazy shit he's into. But once he made all those millions and moved to Florida, I think he's gone off his rocker. That's my theory. But I keep betting him because I kind of approve of that behavior.
They just showed Potgieter Byron on 17. He didn't go in the water. That was good. He looks like Jason Duffner with gigantism.
Yes.
Elephantitis, Jason Duffner.
If Jason Duffner sat in a wheelchair for like 10 years straight, that's what Potgieter is. Like, just incredible. And he's playing nicely around this course. I'm all for it. Let's go.
Is this hole in one right now?
No, this is.
Okay.
That's
Toasty. That's Toasty going
in the
buck
practice
wild.
round.
Like, I want Toasty to become good because, like, I heard he's a crazy motherfucker.
Oh, he's like a major league asshole. That's the
yeah. Did you read that article on Celinda? This afternoon on golf.com.
The one that
talking about
his interview yesterday.
Yeah, well, it was his interview, and then he was talking about like how he's hated because he talks so much shit. Like he thinks that nobody on tour likes him, and no one wants to play with him because he just talks shit all the time.
Yeah,
we need more assholes in golf.
Oh, I
give you all
he
of
got
them.
suspended, and whatever the reason was, it was because he kept being an asshole to his playing partners. So I bet him all the time.
Toasty, not Celinda, right? Toasty,
yeah. And I can't. Yeah. Oh, no, Celinda's a Stanford guy. I'm sure he's buttoned up and all that shit. Toasty's batshit nuts from South America.
Yeah,
I love betting on him. He has the worst course management of any professional.
Just driver. Yeah, fuck it. Just I'm hitting a driver. Fuck it. I'm hitting a driver.
He never backs down from a shot. And for him to contend here is killing me because I didn't bet him this week because there's no way he should be able to contend at a course with this much danger. Yeah, here he is.
That's the thing. If you're ball striking zone, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's why this course is so great.
Yeah, but you got to have some common sense, and he's nuts. I love watching him play, but he's legitimately nuts. That's why I loved him in Mexico. Because Mexico, you can do whatever the hell you want, and you'll always, have a second shot. Here, hit every
where do we think Minwoo finishes? Like, I expect. Remember that shank he had yesterday, and he may say it's par. I expect more of that from him this weekend. I do not expect him to be near the top of the leaderboard by the time this week ends. But we could be wrong.
I weirdly think all the wind helps him.
You think so?
I do because he has a great short game. Like
and he has that driving iron low shot. Like, he has that in his arsenal.
I mean, I want if none of my guys can win. Like if Zalatoris, here he comes. But if Straka can't win, because it's basically down to Straka for me at this point, I would love to see Akshay win. But if it gets windy and he has to chip a bunch, it's going to be a real bad time.
Yeah, I got 4 guys in the top 11 in my card. Yeah. I got Morikawa, Fleetwood, Zalatoris, and Straka. They were all bets for me this week, and they're all currently in the top 11. So I'm going to win nothing, I'm sure. But
it's about to be like the top 8 or something. Because Straka, I mean, I shouldn't say that Straka should at least make birdie here, but hopefully he makes at least birdie here.
Mm-hmm. And Zalatoris is tight.
Kenny, what's your confidence in Will Z, though? I'd like to bet him, but I can't touch him. I mean 75-1. The reason why I bet him was he's 75-1, and last week, his ball striking looked pretty damn good, and he's had some decent finishes this year. He's been sort of, well above average, top 25s and stuff like that. It's just he hasn't clicked on every cylinder, and once that happens, he's going to compete again. And 75-1 for a guy who came in last week who ball striking was excellent. I'd go ahead and take that for him. Yeah, the big thing about the thing I worry about him on is super driver heavy courses.
Oh my God! It seems
like what happened?
I think Jaeger might have just hit it in like the pool again.
I'm seeing him right now.
Where the fuck is that going?
Oh, that's a Wyndham Clark. That's a Wyndham Clark. That has
oh my God!
God.
Right?
That's Jaeger for
it. Yeah, it's past the palms.
That's what I thought he was going to do all week.
And I'm sure it's going to happen for the rest of the week. You never know. It's still early. Spieth bomb? Oh. Nope.
Yeah, Jaeger, because he used to be such a shorter hitter, it's like he's addicted to power where he has to go 120% on every swing. And it killed him at Sony. Like when he started to get the left and rights, he couldn't ease back. He had to still stay committed, and it ruined him.
Look at Potgieter here when it shows his face. I'm telling you, Duffner with gigantism. Ludwig's like hit it to 5 feet, by the way.
I mean, is that typical South African body type, Byron? Because he's got your body mass right there. Potgieter does. Potgieter's got your mass going.
He's a big bone son of a bitch, but I think he's an Afrikaans like descent. They are strong boys. They are very strong boys.
What about
JT stuck it to a foot on 14.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like 10 seconds behind
Ludvig
you.
to 5, and JT's well inside of him.
Yeah.
Jesus. Dude is
JT,
on fire.
okay, that 350 to 1 might have been a good play.
Well, let's see what it is now. Justin Thomas he's now 70 to 1.
Yeah, I got him at 200. I got him a little late with the 4 places. I got him at 200. Just put $10 on each.
Yeah.
You know?
I went at 15-15 on the 350. Oh, I can cash it out right now too. I can cash out my original bet on him. $100 at 33 to 1. I can cash out for 375. Might have to do it.
That's like day trading. That's impressive.
Yeah.
It's better than I do day trading. Have you seen my DraftKings stock? Oh shit! I didn't realize I bet Justin Thomas this morning too. At 1,500 to 1.
Wow.
$24 to pay 21,000.
Jesus.
Hey, 21,000. Yeah.
I mean,
Dude,
what
I'm pumped about
Hey,
Custies.
Byron assured me that anyone at -4 or better has a chance to win this one. It doesn't even get to -4.
He's looking gold, man. It's incredible. And he's on 59 watch now. Because he's 9 under with 4 to go, including a par 5.
Including a par 5.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't made this birdie yet.
From what? 3 feet?
I think it's closer than that.
Yeah.
That's something they could definitely miss.
He can. He's already, and he missed a 4-footer according to his tracker.
You know who's missed a shit ton of short putts this week? Morikawa. Like, he should be in the lead.
Well, he can't putt either. He's not in the lead, so that's
well, here's the thing. This is his best putting 12 months that he's had in his career.
Yeah. Listen, but as Feinberg always points out, when it matters the most, he misses every putt.
Yes.
Yeah, the one thing I'll point out about Colin is he's a better putter, but it's only because he's cleaned up his truly shitty weeks. He doesn't have them anymore, where he's like minus or +3, whatever. So he's raised his floor, but his ceiling is not what it was when he was winning. There were weeks where he led the field in putting when he won tournaments, and he hasn't shown that ceiling. So yeah, he's putting better, but not putting better if you're betting outrights. And that's what
I bet Morikawa more than anybody else.
I'm looking at a picture of him that I have on my wall. Okay, so I might take you up on that bet.
I feel like I got out on the. I mean, I missed more. I've lost money on Morikawa, but I was there at workday. I was there at concession. I was there at the PGA Championship. Then I just kind of gave up for a while. It's turned out to be a very good move on my part.
Very smart.
Yes.
I'm just trying to make the money back from the Century.
I think that's why I stopped betting him every week. I was like, no, I can't do this. This is too bad. But I've been betting Akshay every week, and I didn't bet him this week.
Dude, not betting things in concession or consecutive weeks is turning out to be a complete disaster. Because I bet Russell at the Cognizant, wins at the API. Bet Rory at the API. Now look.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jaeger. Where is this going? I think he's on the fucking. He just hit he hit a different green. I think he hit it on.
Wow!
Did that hit the cart path at Jaeger?
Yeah,
that's the driving range or the putting green. I think.
Is that the putting green on the driving range?
I think so. That was the driving range right next to the left.
He's everywhere you want to be.
Watch him make par.
So yeah, Nikolai is on the 16th right now. He's at even. He had to lay up instead of going for the green. And Keith Mitchell is just at the very front of the green. It's like an 80-foot putt on the way. So if Nikolai can make it, then he's inside the cut now too. Ludvig missed his birdie putt, by the way.
Good. What they got? 4 left.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he has. Mitchell, man, I quit betting him though.
He has 4 left. Straka made his birdie, so he's at 7 under now. Oh, and it looks like that Jaeger either took a drop or he took a penalty. I don't know what the hell happened, but he's lying 4 already on that putting green.
What hole's he on?
He must have had to drop. Well,
he's
maybe
on
a
11.
professional.
He's on 2. He's on number 2. Larry, tell me about how much you enjoy seeing Minwoo Lee at the top.
I was an early adopter of Minwoo, and then I sort of got off of him because I got annoyed that he wasn't playing the tournaments like Mexico and all that, where I thought he'd thrive. So I kind of broke up with him, and I'm kind of having FOMO now that he's up top. I don't think he's going to win it here, but just the fact that he shows he has a discipline to compete here means I'm going to be getting back on the Minwoo train here. It'd be fun to see him win. I got to admit that.
I mean,
Minwoo, he can hit a 2-iron at like 5 miles per hour ball speed more than Brendan Todd can hit a driver.
Well, yeah, I think I can.
Like,
all right, JT, let's clean this up. Get to 3 under, pal. Don't miss it.
1,500 to 1 would be nice. Yeah,
It would be a nice hit.
it'd be nice.
21K, just
JT,
By the way,
good to go. 3 under. Let's get some more on the board.
what on earth
Holy
is going
crap.
on?
There's a lot of low numbers today.
Yeah.
Like there's like at least half a dozen people that are like 6 or 7 under or better.
Well, I
for the
think
day.
I think they set it up as easy as possible today, knowing what's coming the next 2 days.
Yes.
good
And then
Lord.
that's the thing. I mean, like anything can happen. If the wind, comes up and
Yeah, but wait, it's not like we expect the entire field. Well, what was the year the day one? There was that Saturday where I think like Ken Duke had a good day and everyone else was at least 5 over. Oh, here's Nikolai's approach on 16. Needs it to get inside the cut line. See how this is going to turn out.
I'm watching Griffin. He's +6 on 17, so it's going to be good.
Oh,
They show him otherwise.
Oh, Lanto? That's
Yeah.
a fellow Blacksburg native right there. His family's well, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I don't think he finally showed it, but whatever.
Nikolai's got like 6 feet for birdie now. Oh, here's Jagger from the practice facility.
Actually,
It takes a special amount of like.
That's a horrible
Ability.
shot. He's just rattled right now.
oh man.
But how do you hit it that far askew and not be out of bounds on this golf course? Like that's
I think he
that's
was.
the most impressive part. He was
He had to
OBD?
have been out of, he had to have been. Let me check. Hold on.
There is a penalty as a part of this. I just don't know where he took the drop or what happened. Could really use like Bobby Mack to make this 15-footer.
I would like that very much. Bobby Mack was one of the 3 guys I thought were going to take the leap, and he still can. It's way early in the year. But, like, who's the guy who's ready to become the next elite type, top 10 type golfer? And Bobby Mack is the guy behind. So I've been betting him the last few weeks, and he's kind of been just stuck in neutral today. Yeah, he has 2 birdies, 2 bogeys. So I'd like to see him step up, though.
Yeah, I hate him. I hate his face. He's ugly, but I think he's definitely going to
would
be
make
a
a great
good player. I'm just not a fan. There was some reason why I hated his ass. I'm trying to think back, and I don't
It was the
remember. But
drones.
the hate
drones
is
in
still
Canada.
there in my head. Maybe it was something
I
like
think he
that.
hates
Yeah.
America. I really do. I think he wishes he could play DP, but here's where the money is. So I think he hates us dumb Americans. So
You know, I mean, I had some people who talked to him at last year's Canadian Open. Yes, he hates being in America.
Yep.
Yeah.
And again, I respect the hate. I think the one thing Liv has done is stripped away all the good villains. So if Bobby McIntyre could step up, it'd be a positive for golf.
Oh, they got Ricky on Happy Time, or what do they call this?
No.
And then, but Smiley is rocking the Ricky gear with the orange cap.
Oh, is this Smile? Oh, it's Kisner at the Players. Oh, I remember this vividly. Is Ricky like, yeah, I beat your ass in this playoff, Kisner? Fuck off.
So there we go. It's on.
Sergio was in this playoff too, wasn't he? There was
Right.
another. This was a 3-man playoff. Forget who the other person was. And
It was
since
probably
they're not-
somebody in Live they're not going to show.
I'm gonna say, hey, since they're not showing it, it's
Yeah.
although they were
Probably.
showing Phil highlights yesterday.
But all of Phil's fans are like too old to even know that he's playing on Live now. So it's
Wait,
like
that's the
they-
year where
they're
he
safe.
birdied 17 like 8 times or some shit, right?
Ricky,
In a single week. Yeah, Ricky.
yeah, it was. Well, they were showing these Phil highlights because Scheffler was in like the Pine Straw or something like that this morning, and he pulled out a club to like hit this hero shot, And then he was like, yeah, fuck it. He just like chipped out sideways. And Bones was on the call, like down on the course. They were like, yeah, this is the best part about Scotty. It's like he doesn't make the stupid decision to do things. Like he will chip it out to 165 yards and he'll put it to like 10 feet and hope to make the par putt. They're like, coincidentally, when Phil won here, he was in a worse spot. It shows the shot that Phil hit from the same spot. And it was like minusculely like through like 3 separate trees and landed at 2 feet.
JT striping it again.
By the way, did you guys see last week, I think it was, when they had Jay Day? Because I usually hate the happy hour. But they had Jason Day on, and he was just doing X's and O's and commentating.
Yes.
And I thought Jason Day would be the best TV announcer ever.
Jason Day's become a lot more likable.
Yeah, and
in the last couple of years. I don't know whether it's because of the Malbon or so. I don't know. He just seems cooler than he used to be. I always thought he was a big tool.
Look, he just seems like he doesn't give a fuck anymore. He's like, they cut me the check. I'll wear whatever. Just cut me a check. It's fine.
Yeah. But the thing is, he's playing good golf, and I had to like scramble on the shitter, 10 minutes before lock to get him out of my lineups.
Did you get my email?
I did. I got your email, but I got notified. I got up 10 minutes before just because I knew that's what I do usually. And and I was on the shitter, and I was like, oh shit, I got your email. And then I checked the notifications. I saw the one from PGA Tour comms. I was like, get him out. He was in 2 of my 3 lineups. I would have fucked my whole week.
Would you have then went and complained about it online?
Look, here's the thing about this. DraftKings, we've been complaining about this for a decade.
They can't change it.
They're not going to change it ever. Ever.
Oh,
so
Nikolai missed his birdie putt. He just lifted out. That's a
I don't think they could.
Jagger is fucking melting down here, by the way.
Oh, wow.
He just left that like 6 feet short.
So is he going to get a quad here?
No, it's a par 5. I think he's putting for triple.
Okay. Because he did hit one OB off the tee.
So he had to retee.
Yeah. He must have reteed.
Oh, I mean, I'm on the Fantasy National app. He's actually already made the putt.
Okay.
There we go.
So he made double. He made double, yeah.
That's an incredible double. That's really commendable. All
By
right,
the way,
so
guys, how the hell am I 8 years older than Glover?
I mean, dude looks like he's been baking in. He plays professional golf. So
what is he, like 30, 36?
He's older than me.
He's 45.
He's what?
He's 45.
Oh, okay. So I'm younger than him at least.
Yeah. Yesterday's 3 leaders were like 122 years old combined. It's like impressive.
Yeah, but Camilo looks like he's 27.
He does.
Yeah, and he dresses like he's 12. It's. I think that's what keeps him young. Is just like popping the white collar like for eternity.
That would have been a story. After his full swing and everyone knowing his whole story and his kid, it's just so sad. If he was able to hold on and win this, it would probably be a top 10 story of the decade in golf if he could have done it. But I think he dropped. I think he shot like 5 over today, 4 over.
But didn't he win the Bermuda? He
after
won. That all.
Yeah.
He did. And this is why he's in this tournament. This is the last year of his exemption. Then he's like gone again.
Yeah.
He was at President's Cup, though. He was one of the vice captains. Shout out to President's Cup captain Mike Weir for benching Minwoo Lee.
He's the one that caused the whole ruckus between Scotty and Tom Kim. When Tom and Sung Jae left the green before Scotty putted out on a hole, and it's sort of people were a little pissed off about that. If you watched Full Swing, Camilo said he's the one that told him to get off the green.
Really?
Yeah, he told him to get off because he didn't. I forget the exact reasoning, but the reason why they got off the green was because Camilo told them to.
Oh, Straka's got 20 feet for birdie. Have another, pal.
He's just good.
Oh, Toasty was all water off the tee on 18.
He looks like Nick Taylor when you're watching him.
Yeah, but Nick Taylor has like N64 face. He looks like one of the NPCs in GoldenEye.
What, Larry?
The main feed with a stupid happy hour. They're showing highlights of Freddie Couples and all this other shit, and it's going to last for another 20 minutes. That's why I hate
Why
it.
do they think this is a good idea?
Because the
No.
people who produce golf don't actually like golf. That's what I basically say about all these decisions. That they don't like golf, so their idea of what makes golf good is contrary to what people who actually like golf is. And I usually roll with it, but this is pretty annoying when we got all these guys on the course.
I couldn't agree more. Like the happy hour needs to be with the guest commentating like
Yeah.
J-Day did last week. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was the
dude.
one time I was
Happy
like,
hours. It should be on ESPN Plus.
Yeah. Or,
Or-
you know,
or-
just do a podcast, bro. Like invite the guy on and then do all this other shit that you're doing. But no, they
and
want
you
to do
know
it in
who's
the middle
actually
of
been
this.
better on CBS except for Saturday at the Waste Management? Colt Knost is actually tolerable now. So somebody got to him and was like, turn it down by 20%, dude. And maybe not everybody's going to want to punch you. Because I haven't really complained about him except when he gets to the 17th hole at Phoenix. And then he was so insufferable. I wanted to punch him.
I'm at the point where I don't listen to the golf until Sunday. I don't listen to it. I don't listen to the commentary. I have it on 7 TVs right now, but I just don't listen to it. I'll have like a show that I'm watching on with the sound, and then I'll have the golf on multiple TVs, but I won't have the sound.
Yeah, if I'm at home, I'm usually on the treadmill, so I just pump music and I watch it anyway. And I watch it that way, so I just never listen to the commentary. Michael Kim is on the cut line. That's number 1. He's on 16. He's in that little small pot bunker. Oh, Justin Thomas missed a green. He short-sided himself. He might be in trouble here.
Oh, he's chipping it in for sure.
Oh, let's go. Let's go, JT. And Nikolai Højgaard.
Or he doubles and misses the cut.
Højgaard just rinsed it on 17, so he's finished. Unless I guess he makes it from the drop zone. And then has to birdie 18. So he's done. So you can cross him off the list. Although for the view, I don't know if the viewers have noticed, Byron, I don't know if you have noticed how much Kenny and Larry sound the same.
I have not noticed. I'll pay attention. Why? Is that what the chat's saying?
I don't know what the chat is saying, but it's the first thing I noticed when they both came on the line.
Well, our voices are a little more seasoned from some hard living. That's what my thing is. That's
now that I'm paying attention, Larry, I can hear it. I can hear it. I guess we do sound a little bit alike.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a rasp to our voice because we've lived hard.
That's 30 years of Newport hundreds.
Yeah,
that
30
for me.
years of being in a bar. So
Well, Larry's got the upstate New York accent, so that's a differentiator.
Yes. And Larry tends to agree with me on some things. Kenny's never in agreement with anything. So that's just how I separate the two.
That makes good content, Byron. You know that.
Oh, Kenny. I know.
I get squeaky when I get upset. So give me time. I'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you stutter. Stutterer when I get upset.
Bar, and I want to yell at a kid. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, wait, got to modulate my voice, lower it in tone.
I mean, you got to be yelling every night if you're working at a college bar.
Oh, yeah. But at the same time, though, one thing I say about college kids, they do the little shit, which you can find annoying, but they don't do the shit that, keeps you up at night. Like, I don't know.
So I used to be a bouncer when I was in college at a local bar at Virginia Tech, Buffalo Wild Wings. I was like the doorman, right? Yep. And Tuesdays were always 25-cent wing night. So we'd get like idiots in there all the time. And we were doing this one thing where you had to pay $1 and went to like some children's hospital, and that got you in. You got the 25-cent wings, right? And I remember this vividly. This guy was just an asshole about a fucking $1. And I got so pissed off that like he gave me a 20. And I got the change. And then I crumpled it into a ball, and it was raining outside, and I threw it into the street. And I was like, there's your change. People used to piss me off all the time.
Door's tough. I won't work the door because I'll lose my shit. My brother works the door. I'm the flake behind the bar because I don't have patience with it. Once they get inside, they're awesome. But yeah, at the door, you catch so much stupid shit, and I'll start barking at them, wanting to murder them. So I love my crowd once they get in the bar, but at the door, I can't handle that.
Now they're just showing Ricky in his playoff from the year that he won.
Yeah.
10 fucking years ago.
Yeah. There we go. Now the show.
I got to add another feed to watch because I can't watch the regular feed.
Oh, Byron, I added a new segment. It's a bit too long, probably. We'll have to we'll have to make it a bit shorter next time we do it. But tomorrow's research show, there's a 40-minute chunk where I'm at a simulator playing the snake pit.
Boys, I gotta go. There's tornado sirens going on.
Oh shit! All right, get into the basement.
Yeah, I'll be in the cellar. Have fun. Love you all.
Take care,
go Justin
Byron.
Rose.
Stay safe, Byron.
All
Bring
right,
a
please,
boys.
be
flea with you
safe.
to the basement.
All right, catch ya.
All right, brother.
Well,
The
Iowa.
dangers of living in the Midwest. A
Yep.
tornado siren in March.
that's the first time a guest has ever had to leave because of a tornado.
There you go.
Get in the hole, JT.
Now, Ken, you're mid-Atlantic, aren't you? Like Maryland area?
Yeah, I'm about 15 miles west of DC.
Oh, okay. So maybe some hurricane shit once in a while, but that's about it.
Not really. I mean, the biggest one I remember is from when I was kids. When I was a kid, like Hurricane Hugo.
I'm probably closer to Pat's weather, upstate New York, than I am anything down there.
Yeah, but I live directly on the coast, so we actually get smashed with hurricanes.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We didn't get any this year, which was really nice. But I remember the first year that Paul and I moved here, I think we had 2 within the stretch of 10 days or something, and just shit was down. We were running this entire studio off a generator.
I remember that.
I had to learn how to
Holy
use
shit. Toasty just missed a 2-footer for double.
Yeah, he was cooked anyway.
Thanks for playing.
Ludvig needs to make this to get inside the cut line. Let's see. Oh, it's breaking towards the hole. Break more. Now he missed it. He's just leaving everything to the right.
I'm
long
not
as you-
touching him for the majors. I mean, he's obviously talented enough to win any one of them, but he's just not there yet. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, putting him in that like super high tier. The talent's
I mean,
there.
He was second at the Masters last year.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He hit high end. I'm talking about that consistency where he's like a chef or a Rory and all that. He's just a step down is all I'm saying. And what is he, like 12-1 at the Masters now? So
Yeah, he's something. I mean, if he misses the cut here, then he'll drop back down more than likely. I mean, it's unlikely at the Masters he both putts it into the water and chips it into the water in the same round.
Oh, that was brutal. So I had a Colin ticket, and that was the most predictable. What was that, the 12th hole last year? Where everybody fucked up and Scotty just played it smart, and it was over.
All right, Michael Kim has 5 feet to get inside the cut line on 16 now. I'm rooting for it because I'm rooting for Michael Kim, but I'm also somewhat rooting against it because I know how big of a swing in the 6-6 percentage this will be.
Yeah, I mean, he's my cousin, my Korean brethren, but I would like for him to miss this putt.
Hell yeah. I'd shiv my brother if I could win a bet. So I'm all for you guys. Sorry, Mike. I know he's listening. When I told my brother I was on Mayo, I could have said I'm talking to the Pope and he wouldn't have cared as much. He's like, Mayo? Because my whole crew, we became degenerates during COVID. And the OG Mayo show is the one we tune into, the Monday show. So me going on Mayo is giving me more street cred in the streets of Binghamton than you could imagine.
I might have to do a live show.
I remember the first time I was on. It was 8 years ago. I think last week.
Really?
Was 8 years ago. Last week was the first time I was looking through my Facebook memories. I actually posted it on my feed on X. It was the first time you made a comment on X about how the first time it's weird talking with someone the first time and having such good conversation about golf or some shit like that. And then that was I posted it on Facebook back then. I was on Facebook all the time, never anymore. But the memories are great. And I looked at it, I was like, wow, that was 8 years ago. Last week was the first time I was on Pat's show. And what Pat's done has been pretty incredible. Getting so many people on, starting them off and pushing them in the business. And that was the first time I was on.
Michael Kim,
I'm fairly new to golf Twitter, but it's like there's a whole network.
Did he make that putt?
Michael Kim made the putt. He's inside the cut line now.
Well, here's the thing. It's -1 is 63rd now, so it's still.
No, it's 64th now.
Oh, is it?
Hey,
Yeah.
let me answer this for me. I think Michael Kim's going to win this year. I didn't want to bet him here because it's a big boy tournament. He's not quite there. If you were going to predict Michael Kim's going to win this year, what tournament should I pound him on?
I would say next week, but I don't think he's going to play next week.
That would be 8 weeks in a row anyways.
Yeah.
It's tough. when you're
Yeah.
playing that many in a row.
I could see him winning Valero actually, the week before the Masters.
I mean, I think as long as it's not super long of a course.
But
the thing is, his long irons are pretty good too. So
like, he just did great at Bay Hill. He just did great at Torrey Pines. Like I don't think he's just on fire. Like I don't think course fit matters. Like when you start playing well. Like obviously it's not an ideal fit, and I do think that there would be better turns. But he came PGA Championships at Quail Hollow. He was what, 6th at Quail Hollow like 2 years ago in an elevated event.
Yeah, and his game would be the long irons, have an advantage there with the accuracy over straight bombers. Again, I didn't want to bet him up against these big shots, but I would love to get a piece of him because he's definitely stepped up. This isn't just a hot streak. So I want to get on the ground floor. Of course, it'll probably be when he's 20-1 because of all the bullshit, but still.
That's old school Russell Henley, Kenny. When everyone bet him, and he never won, and then he was like 18-1 to win the Shell Houston Open. So and then he just ran away with it.
And he won. I do remember that.
I get so pissed about that because you bet a guy and you lose enough, you get a sense of ownership, and so to bet and lose for 2 years straight on some asshole, and then he wins at like 16-1. Everybody's like, "Oh, great!" I'm like the guy who liked the band before it was cool. I'm like, "Fuck you, man." You shouldn't have the fun.
It's in the air for Michael Kim. Stay on. All right, he's on. It's a tough putt, but he is not wet on 17.
I don't care for his shades, by the way. They're not golf shades. I don't mean to be a stickler.
I mean, I can't believe these people wear hats. What are they, all bald?
That's true.
Now, you won't be catching me wearing a hat on a golf course. Good Lord.
Well, how much are you getting paid for that logo? You might reconsider.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I get paid a lot to sit here and talk to you guys.
That is
How much
true.
more do I need?
All right, I'm going to offer you $100 to wear a Tom's visor.
Yeah, I mean, you got to up the price there.
I don't know. I feel naked without playing golf with a hat. It helps me line up my putting. I suck at putting, so maybe I shouldn't wear a hat. But I think it helps me when I try and read the greens with the hat on.
All right. I mean, the fact that I do need to get paid means I have to run an ad here, but I want to see this Justin Thomas drive first. And I actually have TGL bets that are in this ad, so you can check those out. It'll be like 4 minutes. Then we'll come back. Tom, Kenny, if you guys got something you need to do, go refill your drinks. You can do that. We'll reconvene here in like 3.5 minutes right after Justin Thomas hits this drive. I will let you know when he's on 16. Let's see if he gets a green. Oh, that looks fucking great. Stay out of the right rough. And he's hit like a worm burner. Stay out of it. You can't tell. There's a tree blocking the way. I think he's on the right. Oh, he's just up against the first. He's just into the first cut, and he's kind of nestled up against the rough on the right-hand side. I don't know if he can hit a wood on that. He can get an iron on it, no problem. I don't know how much space he has behind the ball, depending on his angle with the green, but he might be able to get there in 2.
Oh, definitely. I'm looking at it now. That tree won't
he should be able to reach.
Yeah, but you have to remember the angle of this hole, and you have to fly the bunker and the water. So if there's any grass behind it, you might not be able to like get it out as far as Ludvig hit a terrible drive. He's just in the rough past JT's ball. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you about AG1. I'm going to tell you about TGL and some bets for the semifinal on Monday night, and I will see you back here in about 4 minutes.
Perfect.
TGL semifinals start on Monday, and that's the key matchup that I want to talk about in terms of betting. Obviously, on Underdog, continue to play the lower individual holes. Again, each guy only has 2 holes to win total throughout the course of the entire match. So if he doesn't win one of them or he just pushes both, you end up a winner on Underdog. It didn't come through the last time that we played it 2 weeks ago, but for the 3 weeks previous to that, it hit every single time. So just be cognizant of that's going to be up on Underdog. But in terms of the betting market, the key matchup is Los Angeles and New York on the Monday. We got the Bay and Atlanta on the Tuesday. The Bay are favorites. They're the 2 seed. Atlanta's the 3 seed. But there's 3 good teams in TGL, and there are 2 of them. So why try to flip coins with that one? I hope the Bay wins. We have that 5-1 on the Bay from earlier on in the season. But the key matchup to really go to is the Los Angeles-New York matchup. Yes, Xander is back and will play for New York, but right now, LA has been either the best or second best team all year long. They are the 1 seed. I think the Bay is better. They beat the Bay without Ludvig. No big deal. Ludvig will get them back in the final in the best of 3 a week from now. But in this matchup, for whatever reason, Los Angeles is still only priced at minus 130 to beat New York. I guess that is what we're saying, that the Xander bump is worth in this context. But with New York, Boston and Jupiter were terrible. They were clearly the 2 worst teams. New York has been solidly in the middle. In my mind, it's the Bay and it's Los Angeles. A little bit below, it's Atlanta, but it's a big drop down to how New York has performed so far this season. So right now, almost like we saw up against Jupiter going into the final match to see who makes the playoffs with Atlanta, and they were like minus 170. They should have been minus 500. I cap this right now. I know it's TGL capping, so take it with a grain of salt. But LA should be a minus 250 favorite in this matchup, and they're only minus 130. They have yet to lose in regulation so far this season. So that is the bet for TGL. Monday night, the 1 seed, LA Golf Club beating New York and Xander Schauffele at minus 130. Welcome to TGL, presented by SoFi, golf's newest league. It's sharp and it's electric. 2 hours of hammer dropping, overtime force, and playoffs on the line golf with 24 of the best players from the PGA Tour. The playoffs are here Monday, March 17th. 1 seed LA versus 4 seed New York at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus. Then Tuesday, March 18th, 2 seed The Bay against 3 seed Atlanta at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Tune in to catch all TGL playoff action. Keep up. It's golf. Daylight savings came into effect March 9th, and now is the perfect time to optimize your morning routine now that more sunlight is greeting you in the morning. How is AG1 helping you shake off any lingering morning grogginess and fully embrace those brighter mornings? How does AG1 and the taste of it set the tone for a longer, productive, more energized day? Well, it's easy. You get up in the morning and you take the Pat Mayo recipe. You put in about 3/4 of a cup of water, top it off with a little orange juice, then boom, scoop of AG1, shake that up. I even put some protein powder into it too if I'm lifting that day to make sure that I hit my protein needs along with all of the extra nutrients that I'm getting into my body. And boom, my gut feels great. I got a ton of energy and I'm ready to take on the day. When it comes to my health, I want something I can trust. And that's why I choose AG1. With science-backed ingredients and real benefits I can feel, AG1 makes it easy to support overall wellness every day. And that's why I've been partnering with AG1 for so long. And AG1 is offering new subscribers a free $76 gift when you sign up. You'll get a welcome kit, a bottle of D3K2, and 5 free travel packs in your first box. So make sure to check out drinkag1.com/mayo to get this offer. That's drinkag1/mayo to start your new year on a healthier note.
Welcome back. If you haven't smashed a like on YouTube yet, please smash a like. Sub to the channel while you're here. And if you want to get into a draw for $200, then go on over to Twitter and retweet this stream. We're giving away all the winners for the $500 draw, the free year of Fantasy National, and the $200 winner. We're doing that on Monday's show with Jeff. I have no idea, Kenny, if Jeff is going to be back from Arizona yet, but I do know that Byron is back. He was not twisted out of here.
No. The only thing twisted is the twisted teas I'm drinking, baby. So we're good to go. I think, you can't get blown away by a twister if you're sipping on some cold ones.
This is some of the most professional ad dropping I've ever heard, except that you're not here. You will do anything to get a Twisted Tea sponsorship, won't you?
I will. And I will drink more than I did the last time as well. But no, just high wind warning. We're good to go. Hopefully that's what we can expect tomorrow at Players.
Oh, good Lord. Jaeger has a par putt from 4. He went in the water. Didn't know he liked to get wet.
Mike's got about a 3-footer for par, 4-footer on 17.
Jaeger missed his par putt, so he's dropping to 6 under now. He went from 9 to 6 real quick. Oh, Bobby Mack made a birdie. Good for him. So let's update what the cut line is looking at right now. -1 is T63 at the moment. So it's probably going to be locked into -1. Correct, Byron?
Yes. It's looking pretty likely for -1, right?
So what would it take? Just trying to think.
3 guys bogey. It could go back to even.
Yeah, if 2 guys bogey, it would go back to even. And Pot Geiter is at -1. He's in the trees on 18. So Thomas is taking the 3-wood here. They showed him on the other feed. Oh, he put it on too. He has an eagle putt upcoming. It's a long one. Keith Mitchell just 3-putted from exactly the same place. But that's Keith Mitchell. He can 3-putt from anywhere.
Yeah,
Same with JT.
Look at these guys at -1. Potgeider, Svensson, Rico Hoey, your boy Michael Kim, and Justin Lower. I refuse to call him the other name. So even is still definitely in play because these guys have plenty of bogeys in their bag.
Well, I don't think JT can putt
just dropped one. It's now 64.
JT can putt it because it breaks back down to the left. You just have to play it high on that hill and drop it back down. Where the fuck is Glover at here? Good Lord.
Looks like Augusta.
You got it out. He's still in the trees. He's just in trees closer to the hole now. Did Michael Kim make his putt?
I didn't see yet. They haven't showed. He had about a 4-footer.
Or maybe he hasn't stepped in to hit it yet. Smalley just made his though from just outside.
Smalley's going to win out here. He's like a Rocket Mortgage guy or something. But he's been on enough leaderboards this year where I see a win coming from him. So
his numbers have been pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Like tee to green. I mean, like they've been solid all year, right? If I'm
now
not
that
mistaken.
he's lost those stupid sleeves, maybe I can actually cheer him on. Those sleeves drive me nuts.
So Ludvig was able to advance it up near the water on 16. So he has to shoot it over the water from like 110 out, it looks like. So
Potgeider with a real nice chip. That could go in. Holy shit.
It did go in.
It did go in. Wow.
Michael Kim missed the putt. He's back to even.
Hey, Kenny.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about Potgeider making good chips because he is the worst goddamn chipper I ever saw.
It was solid right there.
He's making improvements. Making improvements.
My God, that was the way he lost his chipping. And I'm a Colin Morikawa fan. And Potgeider took that chipping to another level on that Sunday. What a meltdown. But all the young guys, none of the young guys can chip. It's like
that was a good chip.
They come to the PGA ready tee to green. They can pound the ball. But their short game, the chipping in particular, it gets exposed at this level. And you see young guy after young guy like that. And Potgeider might have been the worst.
Yeah, he was. He's getting better, though. He's getting better. He's young. He's young.
I mean, all the young guys now, it's all about speed, right?
Yep.
So they're working on speed. They're working on, their ball striking. That's what everyone's working on.
So Potgeider with that chip in, he's pushing the cut closer to, it looks like -2 now.
That'd be great. Go to -2.
So it's going to be -2 or -1.
Oh, I was doing it the wrong way. Jesus,
you were going the wrong way with it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm notorious for being bad at this. So
and Rico Hoey has a 16-foot eagle putt, and he's at -1 right now.
So it could move.
Oh, Tony, he's taking a dunk on 17.
I will bet any amount of money that Toasty will give one back to move it the other way, though. He's at -2, and he's in meltdown mode. So he's going to finish about +2. You watch.
See, I mean, Spieth is there. Davis Riley still has 2 holes left.
What is Lindeque doing on 15 or 16? Is he trying?
He's closer to the hole than Ludvig is. So
Ludvig's taking about 4 hours here, Mr. Quick Play, but it's a pretty important shot.
He was 200 away laid up. He came up just short of that bunker. So he's going to be.
What did Rory? I missed Rory. What happened on Rory's last hole? Did anyone watch that?
Matty Schmidt, eagle. The comeback is on. He's going to beat Jaeger.
Let's go.
He's only at 5 over for the tournament.
Hey, Jaeger could still do some crazy stuff.
Is Matty Schmidt a real German, though? Unlike the fake Straka and the fake Jaeger, who are from, like, Virginia?
Yeah, no, Schmidt's from he played on the DP tour forever. Here's Hideki.
Did he hit a tree? Did Abe Oberg hit a tree?
On what? And what shot? Decky's going to
have that third shot.
I don't know.
He hit a tree.
He came up short of the bunker, though. Hideki has like 19 feet for birdie. Well, let's get more shots of Ricky. I'm sure this is just pure entertainment on this happy hour, too.
Well, thankfully, I have the volume off.
Well, Lowry is on 16 now. He's at even, so he'll need he needs to birdie this hole for a chance, it seems. Especially if he can move. Oh.
Bring out Rory to watch. That'll play well.
Yes, I did a Lowry walking bet, a strolling bet. So I need that to go well, so I can continue doing those, because some good feedback on me buttoning down some shirts. So we need Lowry to get through so we can get that top 20 cooking for us.
Matty Schmidt is in his favorite place. He just hit his drive on number 12. He's in his most likely place for the week. In trees.
Tree outline.
Not even the outline, just in the trees.
Just like they know exactly where he is.
Yeah, like, yeah, he's in the trees.
A Hovland sighting here on 16.
Oh, Finau didn't go double dunk in the water. He almost, maybe he did. Is this going back in? Oh, it held up. Oh.
Spieth is also very live to miss the cut, yeah, if he does something dumb.
Kudos to his playing partner who played in for Day, and now it's only a twosome because Clark's gone, and Walker looks like he's going to make the cut.
Yeah, you got this for birdie.
Oh, that stayed. How did that stay for Tony? Holy shit.
JT had one of those yesterday. Oh, Henley's also on 16. He needs to make birdie as well. And I'd like to see where the shot went. They're just showing him walk down. So Ludvig chipping for birdie from like 50 yards away. This guy's having a bad time. 80 yards away. Oh, here's that shot you were talking about. The lefty.
It looked like a shank.
Oh, look, Ludvig hit it in the fucking water over the green.
What?
Oh my God.
Oh God. He went full Sahith.
He did.
Something's not right with that boy. I told you. He's not ready for
Oh my God. Oberg Dunzo.
Glad I didn't bet on him 1,000 to 1 to come back and win this. I'm glad I wasted all my money at 19 to 1.
That's 21% of lineups toast as well for Ludvig.
When Mike Kim got to the cut line, it bumped everything up about 4 points.
So
right now,
like up to 5?
Yeah, up to like I think right now on cut sweats. Hold on, let me look.
Spieth made his par putt.
We're looking at almost 10% double ups with Mike Kim. He was very, very high in cash.
Yeah.
But he just dropped back out of the cut. So
yeah.
Mike Kim did?
It's that short putt on 17.
Oh, hell yeah. Sorry, Mike. Don't mean to root against you, cuz.
Hey, if Mike misses the cut at the Canadian Open, he might come join us for the live show on June 7th.
Dude, I'm looking forward to that.
It's not the Custies, but you keep saying it's the Custies. It's not the Custies.
Is it not the Custies? What is it?
No, we're just doing a Cuss Corner.
It's just a live Cuss Corner?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the actual award show.
No, we were
going. Can you just keep? Go ahead.
What?
I'm just going to say, can you just keep pumping it up as the Custy so everyone shows up there?
I've been saying it on the show for like months. My bad, Pat.
We were originally going to do it as the Custies, but we have no idea how the record. Like, we know that the in-room sound is going to be fine, but I've listened to enough live podcasts that just have shit audio and shit video that I don't want to not have a Custies. Like if any recording equipment goes wrong, anything like that, then we're fucked for the Custies.
No, there's no upside there. So
yeah,
makes
first
lots of
time
sense.
Doing a show in front of a crowd, there's so many ways it could go wrong. You don't want to like do it for the Custies. You know, say
we'll say, hey, listen, we got 6 of us. You guys, like, I assume you guys are going to come up. So like, we'll have 8 people to chime in on a Cuss Corner. It'll be great.
Well, I'll be visiting you guys. I'm going to head up there. Sounds like a good time.
Is Cam going?
It's like a 4-hour drive for me, so it's not that bad.
Oh, yeah. Cam's going to be there.
Yes.
Even
that's who I want to meet.
Wait, Kenny, are you going?
Oh, yeah, I'll be going.
Oh, Jesus. Lundy's Lane. You better call up ahead and warn the strippers.
So I've already looked at strip clubs. There's definitely going to be one.
I mean, I got removed from the brass rail the very first time I visited Toronto when I was 19. So
I've never gotten kicked out of a strip club.
I'm allergic to the scent of vanilla. Like, I'm allergic to vanilla, and the stripper was wearing like vanilla spray on her tits, and she like rubbed her tits in my face. I started having like an allergic reaction, and they thought that I was like. By the time the bouncers were dragging me out, like halfway through, they're like, "Oh no, this guy's like coughing a whole bunch." Like, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, man." They helped me outside.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
So you got arrested for motorboating, but you're actually having an allergic reaction. Okay.
Yes,
I'm going to use that excuse.
it's not a bad excuse.
I haven't been to a strip club in 20 years. So,
Same.
Do you want to know what? Yeah. Kenny, I could go to a strip club in Alaska and drop your name. They'll be like, "Oh, Kenny. Hey, yeah, sounds good."
Oh, because strip clubs are fun.
I
I'm a
think there's an
fan.
underground network and they all talk about you.
I don't know about that, man.
So, cut line wise, here's what we're looking at. Guys need to get to -1 or maybe even -2 because -1 is T65 right now. Because, yeah, Hoey made his putt. Now he has another putt from 9 feet for birdie. What the fuck are you doing, Hoey? Killing me out here. But Ludvig's going to be launched. Hideki has this putt to get to -1. Michael Kim's in the fairway on 18, 128. Must have had a great drive on 18. Wish they would have showed that. It's like best drive all week on 18. Henley and Lowry are both in the fairway on 16, going for the green in 2. And your main man, Larry, Brian Campbell, is rallying for the cut line.
That would be fitting to screw more people out of money. So whatever you want, he'll do the opposite for you. I'm actually in a pool. It's a Survivor make cut pool, and it's a bloodbath. So it's $5 grand, $100 each, and we're down to 8. And I think 3 of them have Henley actually, and I'm in with Straka. So
nice.
Oh, nice.
yeah, if you're ever looking to like do a weird kind of pool, those ones are like quick and bloody, where you just pick a guy, you got to make the cut, and we're down from 52 to 8, so they go fast. And it's like that every year too.
I want to, like, I've been pitching this to the guys that run the Mayo Cup, like, because they want to obviously generate more revenue. I was like, let's do a double cut Survivor, and we'll run 2 a year. Like, we'll run from Century to the Masters and like Masters to the Open or something like that. Like, you have to pick 2 guys per week to make it through. The only thing that fucks it up, like, what do you do for the signature events?
They do automatic 50. So if there's a no cut event, you got to be top 50.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
Yep. And
So I'm in a one and done where you have to pick a U.S. guy and an international guy every week.
Oh, I like that.
That's a good one. It's like so I'm in that one for a couple of years.
Let's go, JT.
You made that birdie, huh?
You got to the elusive number 4 that Byron laid out earlier.
There you go.
This is where things went off the rails for him yesterday, though. 17 and 18.
Yeah, Scotty was 8 back last year. So yeah.
I'm trying to be happy for you, but JT and he rubs me the wrong way. Did you ever notice he looks exactly like Billy Joel? And I fucking hate Billy Joel, so it's like I can't take JT.
Green Day or
Billy Joel.
No, Billy Joel, like the Piano Man?
Yes. Oh God, don't get me started on him.
What is
Can we just honorable shout out to Joel Dahman, man? That was a hell of a round from him today to get back into the cut.
I needed that from him. Yeah, he's
shot
done.
-6, -2 for the tournament.
Hey, so cash game cornerstones for the week are 4th, 7th, and Dahman. So pretty solid if you guys followed this week.
Dahman's had a couple top 20s, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played really well. The only reason I got off of him is he was like, what did I took him on the best bet show, Byron, for what, top 30, top 40?
Mm-hmm. Good. That's the way to go with him. And what a clutch performance, man. That's fantastic.
So Henley came up short on the par 5. He's just behind that little pot bunker by the green. Lowry is going for the green right now. They're both at even. Just please don't hit in the fucking water, Thomas. Please. Oh, Lowry hates this shot. And that's why. At least he hit it over that little bunker. But he's in the mounds to the left of the green.
Wow, Rye dropped. Rye's at -1. He's right on the line. He's so highly owned.
15, 17%. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's playing the front. So he just bogeyed. Let's see here. He bogeyed the par 3 third, and he has bogeyed and now he has like the super long par 5 coming up. Is 5 playing as the hardest hole?
I'll take a peek right here.
Because 6 keeps that tree on 6 keeps fucking with people's minds. I like it.
8's playing the toughest, then 18, and then 5. So 0.2 strokes over par.
Larry,
Four doubles, 31 bogeys.
the chat is against you with Justin Thomas looking like Billy Joel.
Do a side by side.
I'll see it.
That's all I'll say. He looks like Billy Joel, and I already don't trust the man. And you throw that into the equation, and I can't bet JT because
what do you got against Billy Joel?
Haunting me for 20 years. If I got to hear "We Don't Start the Fire" one more time in the bar, I'm shutting the damn thing down. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, I have to listening to certain type of music when you work in the service industry. The worst is Christmas time. Like I literally wanted to kill myself every holiday season working in the restaurant biz and having to hear Christmas music for 6 weeks straight and the same fucking songs. It's like a form of torture.
Well, I mean, I keep it a really tight song list, and half of it's like Taylor Swift and all that. I've reached a point where I don't actually hear the music anymore. So I just will watch the crowd, how they're reacting. But every once in a while, they break through. And
JT
Billy Joel,
not in the water. JT 15 feet for birdie. Let's go. Make this one too.
No, if he lands up winning this thing, I'm going to sue Zoom because not being able to place that bet is a massive issue for me right now.
I just don't understand how you don't bet on your phone. So
I went and found it on my phone, and I couldn't find Justin's name.
So you make all your bets on the laptop?
Yes. Kenny, I'm a 21st century whatever. You know, like this is my command center. This is where I get my stuff done. So
yeah, but you're also like
aren't
you like 24 years old?
I'm 34 in the end of this year. So I know. I'm a lot older than I should be.
Spieth just hit a bomb on 16. He has like green light eagle look here now.
I'm watching Decky on 17. This could be ugly.
Or it could be
that's not Decky. I can't see. Wait, is that Decky?
Yeah, that's a Decky.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's going right at it. If it's the right club. Oh, he just got it over. He's right next to JT. It didn't really draw, I think, like he wanted it to draw. So someone in the chat said that they've never been to Canada. This is Blind Beauty in the chat. I'd be curious to know. You have to like out yourself, like the city where you live. What state do you live in? Because I'm always like flummoxed from people who live in a bordering state with Canada who have never been to Canada. It's always weird to me.
I mean, I'm upstate New York, so
like,
we're like.
Have you been?
Canada, so
you have been?
Oh, I've been there a million times. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would figure. Like if you live close, like why not?
Like anybody in upstate New York. Well, New York City doesn't even go to upstate New York, let alone Canada. They never leave. So, or Long Island, same way. But anybody in upstate New York's definitely been in and out of Canada many times.
So Pops Barrington in the chat says JT looks nothing like Billy Joel, but he does kind of look like a minion. It's a good comment.
That was hateful enough for me to approve.
So Lowry needs to get this up and down from the mound 40 yards away. Let's see what happens here. Oh, is he?
He looks like Billy Joel. You guys are nuts.
Oh, Lowry did not go in the water past the hole, so that's a positive. Oh, no. JT and Smiley. Smiley was a part of their crew, wasn't he, Kenny? It was JT, Ricky,
it was
Smiley,
JT, Ricky, Smiley, Spieth, and it might have been one more. So actually, our intro song for the show, Fantasy Golf Degenerates, was their song for when they were at the beach for that trip, and they played that song on Snapchat like over and over and over and over again back in 2016. Jordan Belfort, and that's how we actually put it onto our show and made it the intro for that. It was because of that trip that all those guys took to the beach.
Did Zach Johnson show up and say, "Hey, Jay Tizzle, can I hang?"
Michael Kim did not birdie 18. He missed his putt, so he is in it even. He will not make the cut.
Wow, that's massive. It's a lot of people that don't have now 6 for 6s. With him and Ludvig out, and if Rye melts down, this could be carnage.
Well, if Rye makes a birdie here, he'll bring everything down to he'll make it -2.
Yeah,
right?
Rye's the only guy on the course at -1 if he gets his birdie back. Although Toasty currently lies 4 on a par 5, not on the green, so he's probably going to make bogey. Jesper Svensson's made 3 birdies in a row. He's at 2 under now. And Henley is going to have about 5 feet for birdie to get to -1. What's Straka up to?
He should make that.
Don't they know that everyone that we know bet on Straka? They should be showing him on the main feed. I really think that, like, for these alternate feeds for the broadcast itself, that, yeah, you might not get the bigger names, but if you do want to please some of the audience, honestly, export a CVS or CSV of DraftKings ownership and be like, oh, who are some big names near the cut line that, like, everyone owns? Like, people would have been pumped to see Michael Kim and, like, what he's up to, because you know so many people are sweating him right now.
Yeah. No, that's. I mean, they need to start doing something like that. I mean, that's just good idea. You know, I mean,
you get Ricky.
But honestly, like, how big do you think we are when it comes to viewership? Like, people like us.
I mean, like, I'm not even talking about. But if 21% of people played Michael Kim in the Millionaire Maker, that's what, 35,000 people.
True, but then someone could
divide by 150, you know,
multiple lineups,
multi-entry, like whatever. But how many? Like, what do you think the ratings are for this broad? I mean, this is what, on Peacock or ESPN Plus?
Yeah, it's on. Well, I mean, it's on. The main feed's on NBC.
This is okay. I'm watching it on Golf Channel in Canada. It's not on NBC here.
Okay, well, it's on NBC 4K. That's why I'm watching it, but it's probably the Golf Channel feed.
Okay,
it's probably
Golf Channel.
I'm sure it's the Golf Channel feed.
I mean, I'm not saying only show those guys, but if you're going to splice some people in, I mean, I don't think that could hurt.
Yeah.
Or find out who has the most betting handle on them for the week. That isn't like all the big guys, and like start cutting them in if they're doing anything. Because you know more people bet than play on DraftKings.
Yeah. Yep.
Simple stuff, but.
Well, it's just, I mean, you've criticized before the ESPN bet show where they're.
That's bad. We didn't really get into it when I had Keith Stewart on, but Keith was texting me from Scottsdale, losing his fucking mind about this broadcast. It was so funny. He was so pissed off about it.
Has anyone watched the ESPN bet on ESPN Plus this week? I
watched 10 minutes and it drove me nuts.
It drove me nuts.
So betting and all that stuff. It's so irrelevant to what all of, I'm in golf Twitter and everyone talks about, everyone thinks about. And the bet show is totally irrelevant to all that. They are just pumping out the micro bets.
Get in. One more roll. JT, yes.
Oh my God. Let's go.
How about another?
-5 is in. I think -3, you got to go 2 nuts. -5, he is.
Oh my God. Is he 11 under for the day? What is he?
He's 11 under.
So hole out for 59 on 18.
That's got to be the course record.
The course record 62.
Yeah.
62, right?
Yeah.
So he needs a birdie for it. No.
He's under.
Par.
He's shooting 61 right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
On a course that was scoreable, but it wasn't like, a horse race or anything.
I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of guys 6 under, 66 or better today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, and Hideki just missed his. So Hideki's going to need to birdie 18 for a chance, and even -1 might not be good now. And Lowry has a 6-footer for par on 16 to stay it even.
Oh, that's not going in.
I think after the Masters, we're not going to see Decky for a month because he has played more this start of the season by a significant margin than he ever has. I mean, he's not a guy who grinds out 30 tournaments a year. And I think this is like his 9th. And it shows.
I mean, Kenny, you talked about your fade. He was the one like good fade that I had this week. It was just like, he's not playing well. He's not going to chip in Decky. He was all chipping the past 3 weeks. That's all he did.
But he's played so well here before. Like, I know the course history thing isn't an angle at this course, but man, But
honestly, like, there's a few guys that are like, I find it's pretty random. Like, you take a look at this leaderboard, it's guys that are in like pretty good form. Even Knapp is in really good form coming in. Smalley is in really good form coming in. The only guy who's not in like really good form, like Spawn's in awesome form coming in. The only guy who's not is like Minwoo. And when Minwoo was what, top 10 at Cognizant?
Yeah, but he's
No.
been getting like top 20s, top 25s every event. So I mean, even that's still decent, you know.
Yeah, so like the
Bhatia is the one that hasn't been playing well, right?
Yeah.
No.
Akshay seems
Bhatia
fine.
had 2 top 10s in like his last 3 starts. He's
Yeah.
good.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh wait, real? They must have been pure backdoor. So I don't remember seeing him on the leaderboard. And
I
I've
don't
been
either.
Let's see. I know he was top 10 at the Genesis, but
It's
let's
2
see.
9th place finishes, I promise you.
Look
Yeah,
at
well,
Brit-
he came 9th and 9th in Mexico in the Genesis, and he missed the cut last week at API. Look at that.
Yeah.
Easy stuff on the Fantasy National app. If you're not using the Fantasy National app, you're fucked. I don't know what's wrong with you.
there's
The
Give it
only
a
way to
shake.
track
Tony,
it's
and
the,
he,
it's the only way to track cut lines at tournaments.
yeah, the first guy who's really bad then might be Will Z. I mean, bad form, that is.
Yeah.
And Griot. And Griot's also in
Yeah,
there.
Griot is a pure outlier.
But Bridgman was second at Cognizant, and
And he was 15th last week at the API.
Harris won, which hurts. I predicted Harris was going to win early. Was I on him? Of course not. Isaiah Salinda. Maybe it's time to start paying attention to Isaiah Salinda. He's been
Well,
on sports.
he missed the playoffs in Mexico, and I mean, he's been since Mexico. I think he's been pretty good. I think he's made all the cuts.
And he wasn't a blue chipper coming up through the college ranks, but that doesn't really matter once you start showing form on the tour, and he sure has.
Salinda was a part of my 20K winning lineup earlier this year at Torrey Pines.
Nice.
Just bombers at Torrey Pines North. Take that.
I'm going to be.
Russell Henley's inside the cut now all of a sudden.
He just
Out of
made his birdie. He just made his birdie. He's on the tee at 17 right now. Not that they're admittedly they should be sticking with JT on the coverage right now because he's 11 under. Oh, that's way right. Stay out of the trees. I think JT hit it short enough. He might have a shot at the green from there.
Yeah. Is that a hybrid? Is he using he hit a hybrid off the tee? I think I changed channels, so I'm closer to you guys now.
He pushed it. But I think he's okay because he didn't hit it far enough. He's just in the rough before the trees.
He's just in the rough. It's just got to get around the trees.
Oh, Henley put it to 5 feet on 17.
Wow. Way to go.
And he moves the cut line if he makes because
he doesn't. It went down to 64.
Toasty moved back.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Geeter's at 4 under now. Oh wait, no, he's not. That's my bad. He's 4 under for the day. He's 2 under overall. So who's still out here? Straka's just ho-hum. He's getting to 16 right now. If he can make, even if he makes one more coming in, that puts him top 5? Yeah, it ties him with. Now he would be solo 7th if he gets to 8 under. I'll take that. I'm feeling reinvigorated with JT's round. I can't wait for him to shoot 80 tomorrow.
Oh yeah, there's no way he follows this up. But what a crazy 9 or 18 that he's played so far. Jesus, that's incredible.
Oh, Lowry stuck it to 2 feet. It looks like.
Meanwhile, I picked the other JT who was 5 under through 6, and he's giving back one. So I can't.
He's still inside the cut line. We just need him to make the cut.
Yeah, he will make the cut.
Sungjae is chasing. He's at even with 5 to go.
Yeah, he's 4 under for the day. He's making a run.
Did Sungjae get married?
I think so. I think he did.
I know Siwoo got married.
Siwoo got married?
Yes.
I think so. Siwoo definitely. Sungjae, I'm not sure.
You said hole 8's playing the most difficult, right?
When
you looked it up in a bit?
Yes. Yeah.
So hole 8 is playing the most difficult. Connor's just bogeyed number 7. He's at 3 under going to the hardest hole. So he's not safe by any means yet.
No. But then you got 9. You can figure it out on 9.
9 hasn't been super easy. Like it's been a par 5, not a birdie par 5.
Yeah. For the most part.
Rise just clinging at 1 under. He missed his birdie putt.
That guy.
Spieth is going to have 15 feet for birdie on 16. What the hell happened with his second shot? He was as down as far as you could be off his drive, and he's a good 40 yards short of the green.
Spieth.
I would love for Spieth to have one of the have a 7 under tomorrow when everyone else is like 3 over.
Did you bet him this week?
I didn't. It seems like he did that in Phoenix when he first came back a few years ago, and he shot like 61 on Saturday and then just gagged it away on Sunday. But he just made probably 400 feet worth of putts or something crazy like that.
Okay, Sungjae Im got married in 2017.
No.
How old is Sung Jae Im?
Yeah.
I'm just reading what I'm reading here from Golf Monthly.
No, he lived out of a hotel up until like 2021.
I know that doesn't make sense, but hey, it's what's on the internet right now.
There you go. Believe
Yeah.
everything on the internet.
Yeah.
Korean people usually do marry young.
Yeah, but that's like 15. Well, no, but my math's off, but he's only like 25, I think.
I think
He
he's
was a young one.
26.
26? Okay.
So he would have been like 18.
18. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I don't know, but
I don't believe the internet.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either. That's what it's telling us.
Oh, someone did just tweet in, and they put a side by side, Larry, that young Billy Joel actually does look like Justin Thomas.
Thank you very much.
See,
Okay, I feel
people can-
vindicated.
See if people can see that.
Meanwhile, I'm going to have half of Long Island who hears me talking slander yelling at me at the bar. But
Where are the majority? Oh, Straka is on 16. He's begging for this to hang on and hit the fairway. And it's in the middle of the fairway. He's fine. He's going to here. Let's go. Make eagle, Straka. I don't understand how I'm watching the main feed and it is behind one of the random streams that I have on with Justin Thomas on it.
Same. I have a Justin Thomas feed and it's behind.
Like the Justin Thomas feed is ahead.
I got
No,
him standing doing the practice one. He just picked his club up, so he's about ready to hit.
He just hit like a stinger underneath of a tree. It's going in the water.
No.
Yeah. He likes to get wet. This is a bad shot.
Of
By the way-
course, of course.
A Pat Mayo, I didn't know you like to get wet, is literally the best tweet, and I count on it week in, week out on Sundays in particular.
Oh, hit the bird and go back in. That was bad.
Oh,
So course record in its ass. There that goes.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll chip in from there.
that was a
Good.
juvenile green egret, by the way.
What was he
Bird.
thinking?
Birds. Yep.
Did his club get turned over in the rough?
That's what I mean. The rough is 4 inches this week, so
That sucks. No, he's at 5. If he can,
Yeah,
if he can bogey this, he'll be at the magical number 4 that Byron laid out for me.
That's just the most Justin Thomas thing.
Oh, he
since he-
almost hit that bird too. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yep.
bounce off the dinosaur back
Holy-
into the fairway would have been amazing.
Holy shit. Did you see the field for Valspar next week?
I heard it's really good. I haven't seen it, but I've been
24
hearing that it's a good field.
24 of the top 50 in the world are playing.
Really?
It's probably the last little work they get in before Augusta, because what are the 2 events afterwards?
Texas one.
Double Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought like one of the Texas ones gets the Masters prep field. Gets a
Yeah,
halfway one.
Valero will get a few names because it's the week before. Houston will just
Okay.
have. So who's playing next week? Let's see here. No one good yet as I go down this list of alphabetical order. Jason Duffner is playing.
Michael Kim?
Is Michael Kim playing? The K's. No, Chan Kim's playing, though. I don't see anyone playing here.
What is that tweet? That is such fake news. There's like nobody good in this
No,
field.
no, like this is. Oh, they tweeted out the field for the Puerto Rico Open. That's why.
Oh my
If
god.
you read the top, it says Puerto Rico Open.
PGA just
Was that
cannot
for the
get out their own
PGA?
way.
It was from PGA comms. What is going on? I was like, there's no one good in this field. Oh, nice shot from Hideki. Needs to make that putt.
He
Sniff.
I think he makes the cut. I think one makes it.
Hopefully.
I mean, one's pretty dicey here.
Hey,
Oh,
there we
it's
go.
65th now. Yeah, it is.
Michael Kim on the PGA website. He's in the field next week.
All right, let's go. Michael Kim to win the Valspar.
My God,
I'll
I can't
get
believe
on
they.
board.
How do you tweet out the Puerto Rico Open thing? Like, that is just incredible. And then,
That's Twitter.
my God.
Okay, I gotta get away from Valspar. We've
Ugh.
got a tournament to watch. I can wait.
Like, so does the field actually have 24 of the top 50 guys?
Okay, there's a new version of the tweet now. So,
Okay, let's see this then.
okay, so Xander's in the field. Apparently, he committed. So that's.
Wow.
It's still showing Puerto Rico for me.
It is still showing Puerto Rico.
It is. They changed the tweet but kept the wrong field list.
I'm seeing Burns. Badia.
Straka has 25 feet for eagle on 16. How about you make it?
You swing so easy.
Yeah, when you see my swing tomorrow, you will see that I do not swing easy.
Dude, how hype are you about the trip?
Oh, the trip's gonna be awesome, man. I'm so fired up. My clubs already
Yeah.
showed up at the course. My PXG weapons, Byron, are already
Yes.
at Pinehurst, waiting to go.
Mhm.
Let's go.
I
Let's go.
haven't played a real round of golf in 6 months, so that's not great.
So what courses are you playing?
We got 6 rounds, I think.
Are you playing Pine Needles?
No, we're not. I couldn't get on.
That was I love that course.
I
We
couldn't
played
get on
that one.
I couldn't get on Tobacco Road either because that was full.
Wait, so you got 6 rounds in how many days?
4.
Oh man, you're getting old, dude. You're gonna be
Dude.
feeling.
I would
Hey,
not be able to.
I have been
I played
running
twice last week and I thought I was going to die Sunday night.
Hey, I've been running 5 miles a day since I got back from Mexico. Actually, the
I
first
mean,
day-
okay, here's the thing, guys. When we went to Montreal, I would still be up at 6 a.m, and then Pat would be going for his run. So I remember. So even during vacation or a trip like that, Pat was still working out. So I get it.
But that, as an old, let me tell you something. Those guys' trips for golfing, you can't hit it hard the first night like you used to.
yeah,
or
but
you'll be carrying that weight the next 3 days.
what did we do in Montreal, guys?
We went hard the first night.
We went pretty hard the first night.
Yeah.
But I mean, we were recovered by.
I was
strip
not.
club
I
night
was
Friday.
a write-off. For like the first day and a half after, I was a write-off.
Yeah, well, the next day was horrible, and it was like.
Get in,
luckily,
JT.
it was.
All right,
Luckily, it was
JT hit it to
Wednesday.
a foot. That's okay.
JT dropping it into the tee to get the ideal lie is also really impressive there.
He almost made the shot too.
Oh my God. Incredible. But
All
is
right.
it close still?
Yeah, it's a foot away.
Okay, so,
Yeah, so
tied it up.
So he tied
up
the
the
course
course.
record.
Tie the course record. He's pissed too.
Yeah, but that just is like the icing on the cake for Justin Thomas. Can you just make par on 18 to stand alone course record? No. When it
No.
matters
That-
most, you can't do it.
Well, now the round meant something to him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're playing the first day. We're playing Pinehurst. We're playing Pinehurst 8 and 9 the first day,
Mhm.
and then we're playing number 2 the morning of the second day.
Oh my God.
And that's
And then
the
we're
big one, right?
Yeah.
The famous
And
one.
then
Okay.
we're playing the Cradle, which I think is a par 3.
It's a par 3. It's fun. It's real fun.
Yeah, so we're playing that after playing number 2 in the afternoon. So that's a bit of a break,
That would be
right?
yeah. That'd be perfect. That's perfect.
Watch this shot from Straka, by the way. This happened like 20 minutes ago, but as he's lining up his eagle putt on my other feed, it's just a great fucking shot. Look at that.
So is it like how many boys are going? Is it like Ryder Cup style or what?
No, I'm actually going with like it's my buddy's friends who are going. And he's like, hey, Pat will come. So I'll just like add him to the list. He's like, hey, do you want to come? I was like, absolutely, I want to go.
Yeah.
And so I invited the other Tim with me too. So because he want to go.
Butts.
Yeah,
Butts.
so Butts, yeah, you guys know Butts. You were hanging with him in Montreal. And I was like, hey, Cuss, you should come. He's like, no, it's too expensive. Everything is too expensive to Cuss. Cuss is not destitute. He's not broke. He just will not spend money. Because we were going to go to Scotland later this year for our 40th. I mean, Cuss is 2 years younger than us. We're like, hey, come on. He's like, no, I can't do it. I was like, it's a once in a lifetime trip. We'll play the old course. We'll play Carnoustie. Like, we'll play them all. Like, when else are you going to go do this? He's like, no, I can't do it. Just out immediately.
Yeah, what you need to do with Cust is just tell him, okay, hey, just buy your tickets, I'll reimburse you, and then just don't reimburse him.
Yeah, but no,
You know, like,
he doesn't have credit cards.
He's the last guy you invite to a casino because you always have one in a group, and they'll like lose $10, and then they'll spend the rest of the damn trip standing behind your shoulder watching.
No, I've been to casinos with him. He's actually good like that. We have another friend who's like that. Man, let me $500.
Yeah,
to make the cut. Not happening. Dude just couldn't get anything to drop. So we got the Cradle, then we're playing Pinehurst 10 and Pinehurst 9 the next days. And then
I'm trying to remember my trip and like the bars and where but I don't remember anything. Because literally that was like 2 years ago. It was a fantasy football auction draft that we do every year. So it's 10 dudes who only see each other once a year, right? Basically. And I don't remember anything from the trip. Honestly, I cannot tell you anything that happened.
Well, I don't really know.
I'm sure I had a great time. I'm sure.
I only know 2 of the, I think, 8 people that are going on the trip. So I got to feel some people out first, see what's going down.
Oh, yeah. So we stayed at the Caddy Shack 1 and Caddy Shack 2. We had two houses next to each other. And a couple of guys that are in this league are loaded. And so they just cover all the room and board for us. So it's great.
Lowry made his birdie on 17. So he's at 1 now. So Rye has an 8-foot birdie putt. If he makes this birdie putt, the cut is -2.
Yep.
Although apparently on the broadcast, they said it's like locked in at number 1, which does not seem to be the case. We got a real sweat here. Maybe they should show it.
The other way around.
JT's kissing babies in the crowd. It may have been his baby. I don't know.
That's getting a little out of hand, by the way. The way they trot out their babies after every round. Scotty,
I mean, it's like
every round I got to see Scotty's baby. I don't want to see the babies.
I mean, I don't have kids, so I don't know. I don't know how that.
No, they're trying to make us think they're nice.
Yeah, just show us Paulina Gretzky instead.
It's possible that they just love their children.
I believe Rye made his putt.
So, yes, it's T66.
Yeah.
On this,
the cut has officially moved to minus.
Let's go.
We got a sweat going on now.
Hey, Kenny, I got a question for you. Do you think JT
Kenny?
has ever changed one diaper?
Probably not, man. I don't know.
That is such a media show. Kids are props.
You know they got a nanny.
I've thrown up twice in the last 2 weeks trying to change my kids' diet, like legit thrown up, because it's hard, dude. If you don't have it going, you struggle.
Believe me, I'm a hypocrite. I'd be the same way. I'm just simply saying the way they trot those babies out as much as they can now. It's so cynical.
I jinxed poor Straka. He missed his. No, that was on the one before. I didn't jinx him on this one. He missed his birdie putt. Loser. Can't win the players like that, pal. Lip it.
It was a horrible approach putt.
I've got a nice ticket. I can't remember the price on Straka at Masters.
Oh, I got 45.
I got at
but
the
with
Masters?
8 places. Oh no for this week.
I got Straka at 110 to 1 for the Open. I like him at Portrush.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a big Austin Eckroat, which felt a lot better in December when I placed it than now. But
did Eckroat make the cut?
He was like -3 at one point. Where the hell is he now?
I know. I have him on a few teams. I was just wondering if he ended up making it through. Not good enough teams. But.
He's been terrible this year.
Oh, come back.
He made it through. He's -2.
Okay. Him, Pendrith, they need to get going here.
Well, Pendrith's a part of that. So I need to go and check in to make sure that. So I'm still currently I'm in first. Although it's okay, because Wyndham Clark WD'd. But I'm up by 30 points right now, Kenny, in this like 22-man 3K qualifier. And everyone has a 5 of 6, it seems, or worse.
And so you have a 6 of 6?
No, I had Wyndham Clark. And he fucking WD'd.
But everyone else is just tits. Like, top
As,
five.
as long as Poston can hold on here. But it's that team that has Rory, Akshay, and Spawn with Pendrith. I have so many Rory, Spawn, Bhatia lineups this week, and none of them are good. I don't think any of them are. I don't think any of them are 6-6.
Well, I mean,
That's why I
6
don't
is
play much
still low
DFS.
as shit. Actually, let's see what it is after it goes to -2. Cutswitz hasn't updated yet.
And
Yeah, I guess
Xander,
Xander misses the cut this way too, doesn't he?
He does.
in his presser, he was like, "Man, I just about missed that cut today, so I'm not real happy about myself."
So
Now he's going to
really-
be real pissed.
So Lowry I mean, it might go back to -1. We'll see Pot. It's going back to -1. Potter's in the water on 18 or on whatever hole he's on.
Yeah, hole 4.
Yeah, he's getting wet.
God.
He's a
Yeah,
big
he's
man.
wet.
It's hot out. I get it. He needs to cool off.
Cannonball.
That's a big cannonball.
That's a big cannonball.
There you go. Rye just put it at -2 again. Or am I behind you guys?
Right. No.
Yes.
Yeah. Rye moved it up before he had made that.
Oh, okay. How far behind is my feet all of a sudden?
It's not just Rye had made that like 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
He just
okay.
didn't show it.
Larry, 23 feet for all the glory on 18, potentially.
Is Rory watching? Because he'll make it.
Yeah.
The Bay cannot play Lowry in the semi-fight. They need to sit Lowry for the playoffs of TGL, by the way. Their team is unstoppable if they don't play Shane Lowry.
Who's their fourth? Who's the one they sit?
Minwoo.
Ah.
When they've run out, like when Lowry sits and they run out Clark, Minwoo, and Ludvig, they are unstoppable.
Well, it looks like Clark might not play.
Well, Clark's going to play. He's been the best. Oh, Walker missed his putt on 17. So he drops to -2. If he bogeys 18, he's another casualty that could help out the -1s.
Probably the bet -1's going to get in. There's too many guys here.
Oh, yeah. Supposedly Wyndham is a neck injury.
Neck injury.
So,
Wyndham Clark was pissed off. He kept hitting it in the woods and stopped playing. That's what happened.
Yeah, WD quit. Which again, fine.
Yeah.
Well, so what would you give the odds of him playing Monday or Tuesday on TGL?
90%.
Yeah, he loves it. He's like pumped to play.
He's the best player on TGL by far.
Well, Minwoo's also been really good, hasn't he?
Minwoo's been great, but he doesn't play every time. Like, oh, Zalatoris to 7 under.
Okay. Mackenzie Hughes, Sungjae Im sitting at even, both with a couple holes to go. Sungjae in the middle of the fairway on his 15th hole, hole 6, with a wedge in his hand.
Hughes is in the middle of the fairway on number 16. I'm watching him right now. He's hitting his approach shot. It's taking him
Because
some
they
time.
can move it. Again, if they make 2 birdies coming in, that gets to -2.
Don't count out Toasty. As bad as he runs hot too. He's at even with 6 to go.
So now I have 4 of my outright bets are in the top 7. How much? What are the odds that I do not win anything? Because I have them all the 8 places. All the 8 places. Except for Morikawa. Morikawa, I have 3 places.
Oh, good for you, Nick Taylor. Plus
Do you
2.
make something?
What a goober. Oh, Hughes, that's a great shot. Stay. Don't go in the water. Oh, it went over the green. It was rolling by the hole and went over the green into the water.
Oh my God.
Hughes?
From
Hughes.
260.
From 260.
You can still chip it in for birdie, though.
He can chip it in for birdie. That's right.
Dude, he loves that shot.
He is fucking stunned.
He loves that shot. Oh my God.
Spieth is dry on 18 with his drive, so he should be okay. We'll see. Potgieter might drop from -2 to like even or +1 though. He has 17 feet left for bogey.
Oof. So
And
that's he's back to once.
By the way, as I pointed out, Connors did. Oh, here's the Lowry putt. And that is very close, but not in. Connors bogeyed 8, so he's at -2 on that par 5 right now, but he is in the fairway.
Yeah, looks like
Hayden Springer has dropped down to -2 as well. Oh, Straka, come back to the hole. Come back. It's not going to come back far enough. 10 feet. If you are anywhere above that hole, Byron, on 17, it feels unmakeable.
Oh, yeah. Because you're just trying to not pat it in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're better
It's a
off
great
knowing
hole.
whoever that is on like the far right of the green.
Oh, nice pot, nice shot by Straka. Data Golf has 87% -1.
All right.
Huh?
Well,
Really? Okay, no,
Yeah.
I agree. There's just
listen, I get that I live in a world where I give out losing betting picks every single week, but at least I acknowledge that my picks are bad. No one gives Data Golf any shit for constantly being wrong with their percentages.
Yes, they do go hot and
Like,
cold.
it's not even close sometimes.
But it's better than the PGA Tour, though. Let's be
Agreed.
honest, yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
think it's a good guiding, but like, do you really
Yeah.
think it's like 90% it's going to be -1 right now?
I
Even
suck at
-1
math, so
right
I just believe them. I don't know.
I feel like they like people will point it out like early on a Friday buyer. Like right now, maybe it is right because it is so late in the day.
Yeah.
And there is so much blow up potential with some of these holes. But people will look at it and be like, oh, it says it's 74% at 10 a.m. with everyone left to play. It's like, no, it's not. Like they're not factoring in wind. They're not factoring in anything like that.
Yeah. The weather is what's the biggest deal for sure. I think
And
that's
strength of wave too. Like for some tournaments, all the good players are on one side of the wave.
okay. So what the hell happened yesterday? How did the PM play 2 shots easier than the AM?
Don't know. Maybe was it a helping wind?
no.
Mike Kim. If you heard your boy Mike Kim, he said that because in the morning it was so soft that like their yardages were fucked because they didn't realize how much backspin they would get on the greens, and then as the day went on, the greens got firmer, so it didn't have that softness where it was so much spin, and guys were more on their yardage. That's what Mike said on his X feed.
Yeah, I heard a couple sources say the same thing. I can't recall who was. The setup was not what they were expecting in the morning, and where the afternoon it was. So it took a while for the players to in the morning wave just to figure shit out, and by then they were a stroke behind the afternoon. So basically, what Michael Kim said.
What is the chat saying, Straka with look? Keith says that I put on makeup for this. Ha ha ha. No one has ever seen me on camera without wearing makeup. It's never happened. So keep that in mind. You guys wear makeup? I bet you don't. But I also have a light literally 2 feet from my face right here. You don't want to see me without makeup on that bright.
I look like a sunburned raccoon on the Best Bet show towards the end there. So I need definitely
that's a cam staple.
Yeah,
usually with the just a sun-baked raccoon.
Yeah,
cam.
Yeah. If we had him and I on the TV together, we would have cooked eggs for sure. Like you could have cracked an egg on the screen there for us.
We were originally going to do that too. It was going to be me, you, and Cam, but then Cam had like a weird time on Monday when we filmed that, so I got him on that. I got to figure out what to do the Friday before the Masters, U.S. Open, and all that stuff. Like, what kind of show can I record for that? I haven't ever really. I tried the player by player. Rick and I used to do it, and I think that was pretty good. But I've never really been able to recapture that. Like, I don't know what kind of show should I do that's not just ultra repetitive throughout the course of the rest of the week. I haven't figured that out yet for majors.
Yeah,
I'm just brainstorming here.
As a
first thing that comes to mind. Yeah, go ahead.
As a consumer, I do like the concept, but I always try to find one of somebody who goes through and each player spends X number of time. And if you've done it before, you'd obviously know if it works better or not. But just from someone, especially because you have so many casuals who might only watch your show 4 times a year, and it will definitely be the Masters, and they're the ones who would benefit and be interested in players number 20 through 40 who are still live bets, but not someone who the casuals know. That'd just be my opinion. But again, I'm on the consumer side of it when we're having this conversation.
No, I mean, that's always good feedback. Someone in the chat said, are you and Rick not friends anymore? No, Rick and I are still good friends. He has like 8,000 gigs to do now. He just doesn't have time to do it anymore.
First job I ever had in the industry, $10 a week writing for Rick. Writing for Rick.
I mean,
course preview started in 2015 on DFS On Demand. Was I think Rick's first site.
Yeah, well, it was Rick's YouTube channel too. Was DFS on demand, and then he changed it to Rick Run Good when he started doing golf full time. Because he used to do football and like other things too. Poston missed his birdie putt on 16. See if Straka can make this putt. Get it back from the last hole. Come on, buddy. Be a pal.
Toasty's back to -1 now.
Yep.
Starts birdie, eagle, 6 pars in a row, triple on 18.
Straka missed his birdie putt.
Cut back to -1.
Toasty can finish -4 or +4, and none of it would surprise me. That's Toasty.
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly the realm that we're in here. He's
Yep. And
I mean, it's
such a short time.
Toasty, Sungjae, and Potgieter. Those are the ones that can move it up. That's it, basically.
Well,
and Hughes.
Hughes is now, he actually has his putter out. He was able to drop in the fairway. So he's going to putt this. He's like 15 feet away, but he's off the green, but it's 4 birdie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can push it here too. So Toasty's the only guy at -1 right now, though, right?
Yep. No, Sungjae just birdied.
Just jumped in.
Dude.
Sungjae just birdied 15 or 6.
All right. So if either of those guys birdies again, it's back to +2 or -2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But Sungjae's got 7 and 8, 2 very tough holes, and then 9. So got to hang on.
All right.
He's
Here's
playing
Mac.
really solid.
Here's Mac to get to -1 with 2 holes to go.
Yeah, but there's so many guys at -2 who can give it right back.
There's only one. Corey Connor's the only guy on the course at -2. Oh, he was just missed.
And Rye.
There's 5 guys at -2.
Yeah. Connors is in.
Yeah,
What's that
Connor's
one?
just finished. Sorry. Oh yeah, here we go. Spieth has 2 feet for birdie, so he's going to get to -3 on 18. Danny Walker's putting for birdie from 34 feet on 18, so they're probably both in. It's Hayden Springer, Aaron Rye, and Hoey, who's in the trees right now.
Tree outline Hoey. Yeah. Oh boy.
Pat, didn't you say Hoey would help you in your contest? Somebody else has him?
If he missed the cut,
That's certainly
he's
within the
definitely
realm.
making the cut.
He's -2.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, he's got 4 holes to go.
I know, but where
Okay.
I need him to miss the cut so badly, he is assuredly making the
Oh,
cut.
okay, I see where it comes from.
The Hughes.
Cooper Cup to the Seahawks.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah. Sam Darnold just throwing into a bunch of traffic cones again in his career. It's just
Sam
how it
Darnold
works.
is going to either throw 40 interceptions or take 300 sacks.
Or both.
So they got Jigba and Cup.
Jigba's for real. I'll tell you that right now. With more targets this year, he's going to gobble them up. He was ready to take a bigger role, so he won't be the problem.
But they don't have anyone else.
Yeah, and the line is still piecemeal with Darnold. That's not a good thing.
I mean, I want to see how Darnold is when he's not throwing to Justin Jefferson.
Oh, you know how it's going to go, Pat.
I've seen
yeah.
what happens when he doesn't throw to Justin Jefferson.
But having a reliable, like, underneath guy like Kenneth Walker, I think will be good for him too.
Yeah, but they need to build up the line, or it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ryan is asking, how am I seeing what Pat's seeing? I'm just following it on the Fantasy National app. I'm also watching, I have 5 screens in front of me and watching the alt feeds. Hey, there's Adam Svensson. There's a 16 only stream on, well, we have it on TSN Plus, but it's on ESPN Plus. That's been the most fruitful one coming in. This is where guys are either getting themselves back to the cut line or just their day's over on 16. If you're not making birdie, you're cooked. Oh, Chris Kirk. Chris Kirk is -3. Good for him.
I'm watching Skywalker here. What's that, a birdie putt?
Yeah.
Okay.
19 feet, I think.
Where did he get that shirt from? God damn.
Not a fan of the flower prints.
I don't
That's
mind it.
something grandma would wear.
Yeah, you need to be a bit more jacked to wear that shirt. You put that shirt on Jake Knapp and it looks great. He's
True.
just a bit too skinny.
The bouncer. I agree.
But you need better traps to fill out that shirt. My opinion, at least. Here's the biggest mistake I made, though, Byron. When I filmed the simulator thing, I wore the wrong shirt to this thing. Oh, Walker ran that by a bit. He's got a good 5 feet.
What
What
made it
simulator
wrong?
thing?
Well, I'm doing the research show. I'm doing it from the simulator for Valspar.
Yes. Okay.
And the shirt that I wore is like, I was like, oh, I need something that I can like really move around in. And I look like I weigh 300 pounds. It's unbelievable.
Oh wow.
It's just,
that-
it's a good shirt in general. The angle that it was shooting me at, not great. Got to clean that up.
I get that all the time. I totally feel you, brother. Don't worry.
That's a
But
good idea.
what is it? Just too
Playing
baggy?
the course on the sim.
Yeah, and the guy that I did it with is a pro from around here.
It's your coach, right?
He's my coach, but I sponsored him to play. He won 3 times on the mini tours around here last year. He's fucking awesome. But he's also like when in college he went down and he worked at Valspar. He played it earlier this year, so he had a bunch of insight into Copperhead. And he was even giving me stuff like I was like, "Hey, what's wrong with Victor?" And he took me through Victor's swing, like of him doing it and what Victor like he sees is doing wrong. He's like, I can't do what Victor does. He's like, the reason Victor's swing is so off right now, and you'll see it in the video, is Walker.
Oh no.
He probably helps everyone make the cut at -1 though. So he's probably okay.
He missed a 3-footer.
Yeah, that's brutal. So -1 is now probably gonna be the number.
If you're headed to the Valspar, it's in Tampa, and you're looking for a nice strip club, you can go to Oz, one of my favorites. And also, if you're looking for something cheaper, Bear Assets, solid.
Wait, where is this at Pinehurst?
No, this is at Valspar.
Oh,
Right by Tampa.
So anyway, so when he was talking us through this entire thing, he also like he did shot trackers. So he has some pretty hilarious stories about like the lag on shot tracker when they're trying to put it in. Get off the course, Bobby Mack. For fuck's sake, make the cut.
Oh my God, that putt from Walker.
That's
brutal.
Especially for a guy like that who's needs every start he can get, every dollar, every point.
I mean, he was an alternate. He came in for day.
Yeah, that a cut for a guy like that means a hell of a lot more than a regular pro.
Well,
But
T64, it's a bit of breathing room.
Yeah, now I need 2. Im and Toasty both have the birdie in, 1 birdie in, and par the rest. Then
So
Mac,
Walker,
pot guy.
3 putts the last 2 holes to get to -1.
Don't get wet now. Well, that's a terrible shot, Cheech. That's Mackenzie Hughes. Okay. Don't care about you, Mackenzie Hughes. I care about you, JT Poston. Don't be short. Don't be short. Oh, be really good. He's at the top of that hill. It's not going to be good.
He's been frustrating because his tee to green this year is as good as it's ever been.
And he can't putt all of a sudden.
It's horrendous.
Oh, wow.
I was talking with Brian Kirshner because I'm actually doing his show on Monday. So I got to listen to your preview show before I go on it. And he's like, he thinks he has the yips. And this is a guy who's a top 5 putter in the last 5 years. And he might have the yips from 5 feet. So there's something wrong with your team.
Is Zal going to make this and get to 8 under? Did you guys bet? I didn't bet him when we were talking about him earlier. Did anyone bet him?
Not at all.
I bet him. I bet Val Torres this week 75-1. 8 places. He was on my card.
Let's see if he can make a putt or 2. Like he's actually someone I would like him to win, I think.
Yeah, him being back winning with the big boys is good for golf. So
yeah, the injury sucks.
Yeah.
Losing, like almost 2 years. Year plus.
Rye is on the most difficult hole. He just hit it to 17 feet, though, for birdie. So then he has the par 5 coming up next. So he should be good. We'll see. At -2. To stay at -2. Like -1 looks like it's going to be okay. Ooh, that sucks for whoever that is. Don't be Straka. It is fucking Straka. Of course it is. Straka in a divot on 18. He's going to flare this into the fucking water to the left. I know it. God damn it.
That is such bad luck. It's straight in the middle of the.
It's the middle of the fair. It's a great shot to get there.
Great shot.
Wait, he landed in a divot and it shot it skewed?
Yeah, no, he hasn't shot yet.
He's in the middle of the fairway, but he's in a divot.
He's in the front of it, though.
Yeah, he is in the front.
I mean, it still sucks, but
oh, that's brutal. Jesus, that's deep too.
Oh, it's going left. Don't go in. Stay there. Okay. He's just putting for birdie from like 50 feet. I think as long as that fucking stops. Please stop. It stopped. Whew. Didn't need both best bets that I have left going in the water on 18.
I'm out, Pat. I'm 0 for 3. Ludvig missed. Doug missed. Rose missed.
Kim missed. Taylor missed. I got Damon still on the go. They all paid. Well, Damon was 3-1. So, and they would just make everything a nice, tidy even for me if he can come inside the top 40. And let's see here. Sungjae Toasty has a 9-foot par putt right now. So he'll probably miss that. Sungjae is 30 feet for birdie, though.
That was a good shot from the bunker.
I mean, if Toasty bogeys this, you can.
That puts it to bed.
I don't want to say it locks it in, but it basically locks it in. Unless someone gets really hot coming home. Like 2 guys get really hot coming home.
And you only got 2 guys at even, and one's pot guider, and I don't have any faith in him.
Hey, he's in a fairway bunker. Right
Yeah, he's hitting out of the bunker. That's not good.
Matty Schmidt couldn't build off his eagle earlier. He's stuck at +5. I'm going to unstar him. Svensson. Poor Sven. Adam Svensson's 9 over. Poor guy.
And Laurie
Of course.
Cantor went from like top 5 after round 1 to missing the cut.
He missed the cut?
Yeah, he shot a birdie-free 76 today with
That's
4
solid.
bogeys.
Max Home was even today. That's progress.
Yep, Max
He's
Homa.
horrible. He's so bad. Sal Torres made that birdie putt. He gets to
He
8.
did make it?
He
I
did.
thought oh yeah, he's at 8 under now, T7. Feel
Who
like
was,
Straka had a chance to be at 9 and 10 under with playing 16, 17, 18. He's going to end up at 7. Tough scene.
Maverick McNeely shot 81 today.
He did that last week in round 2.
Insane. He was even par going into round 2 and shot 81.
This is
What the
not
hell
good for
happened?
my what's it called? Best ball. How's your best balls going, Byron?
I put it this way. I don't think they're going. I got a bunch through to this round, and I don't think I'm going to advance past this round. Michael Kim is carrying me.
I got 2 of. I only got 3 out of 10 advanced, but I'm in the lead in 2 of them. So, but it's early.
Teague's got to the elusive number, Byron. 4 under.
Who's this?
Thigala.
Thigala, yeah. But he'll end up being over par by the weekend. It's over.
Bobby Max at 4 under as well. I would like for him to not give up any more coming in here, but he has a 30-yard bunker shot to get up and down to save par on number 7. Then he's got number 8. It's not looking great. Sal
Yeah,
walking
Bobby
in.
Mack is frustrating as hell. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Birdie, birdie, bogey, bogey. Birdie, birdie, bogey. You just can't sustain it and shoot that low round that you need. And last week was just the opposite. I started slow and came on. So I might have to take him off of my roster of losing money guys. Lose money on other guys.
Do you think Straka's purposely missing these putts so we can get out before the wind tomorrow? That's what Drew is saying. Yeah. Just playing the edges. Let's see here. Toasty made his 9-foot par putt.
Dude, that would be epic if he just completely screws everyone.
That would be
Him
the
and
most
him. It's
Toasty
from
thing.
him and him both have a chance. I mean, him's
Yeah.
got the par 5 coming,
Oh,
and
slow
Toasty's
down.
got that par 5 also.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sepp is in his current auto miss range now of 4 feet.
Oh, Jesus.
It might be even longer than 4 feet, actually. All right, you guys want to wrap this up here?
Sounds good to me.
All righty.
We're going off the air with the cut line currently being -1, a very strong favorite to be -1, Data Golf says it's 103% to B -1 right now, but there are outs. Toasty and Sungjae going off and no one dropping down would move it back to -2. Guys, thanks for the hang. This was fun. Larry, how'd you enjoy being on the show?
You want to know what? It's a lot tougher. Like if you've never done a show and you're wondering how easy it is, it's a lot tougher than you think, being able to think about talking, follow the leaderboard, follow the screen. But with you guys on board, it actually felt pretty smooth, at least from my perspective. So thank you. I had a really good time today.
We appreciate you coming on. Keep being hilarious on Twitter.
Absolutely. I'll keep trying.
Kenny and Byron, when are you guys back? Monday night?
Monday
night. Yeah.
we'll be back.
All right, I have some good news for you guys.
That sounds
good.
great.
Yay. Yippee yay. Good. I'll celebrate tonight already then.
I can't guarantee good news, but I think I will have good news by then.
Beautiful.
All right. If you can give me the same guarantees as Corey Connor's making the cut, yeah, we're good to go. So
I want to thank Jared and Paul for running the operation. This iPhone that I pulled out of a drawer for being the camera for me today. That's great. They're showing Toasty on TV now? Is he in the water? Oh, no, he's in the woods by a mile. Jesus Christ.
Maybe we shouldn't get offline yet. This could be.
No, he needs to go birdie, though.
I know, but that's where you make birdies from.
That thing's like. Wait,
dude.
Oh, you can see it.
Fucked.
Oh,
he is.
Yeah, he's behind.
You know what? We'll watch to
trees.
the end of Straka at least. If you go retweet this episode on Twitter right now, you get that draw for $200. And since we're going to be signing off here in about a minute's time, if you leave who you think is going to win right now in the comment section of this episode, the moment it ends, you get another ballot in that draw for $500 as well. Sub to the channel if you haven't yet. I mean, I assume most people watching here, like hour 2.5 into this, are subbed to the channel. Make the fucking putt, Sep. Jesus fucking Christ.
Did he miss?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of ugly ass putter is that? It looks like a 5-wood.
Maybe you should try putting with the 5-wood.
That green looks like the green I played on yesterday. That was patchy and choppy. These guys wearing the cleats, I think.
Is good. Not. Oh, make this one at least, for the love of God. Don't 4-putt the my guys. They're going to the water and 4-putting. This isn't good. You made that one. All right. We'll leave on a high note of Seth Straka being able to make a 3-foot putt the second time through. Maybe we got some runners. Tell me who you think is going to win in the comment section the moment we log off here. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you had a good time, and I will see you next time.